Real Madrid are doing it again, targeting one of our targets like they do and seem to do every single season. And Liverpool are still linked with Leverkusen's number 10.
It's the curse of cow, boxers on, juice in hand. Every time he talks, a ball and lands in A&E fam. Kop-Ish settings, but this one's cursed still. R.I.P. to transfer dream. Man like Colin with a godly trim. Hairline sharp but the beard still slim. Every time he streams at the break of dawn, player gets dashed, dreams get torn. Mention Dembele, man pulled a hammy. All he did was say the name, man, that's uncanny. Craver to the Reds, now that dream got spun. Half hour later PSG said done. Uber renewal, same old twist. Video drops, man, signs, you get the gist. FSG for life, Kai still curved. 2 vid and the deal got swerved. Callum, please, don't say no names. Don't do streams, don't play these games. Every time you talk, a baller drops. New deal injury, the madness don't stop. Just sip your juice, relax in peace. Leave transfers to Matt and Drifty, please. We trying to build, not bury hope. But you speak and it's back to the rope. Cherky gone, just a whisper and twist. Next day he's on crutches, can't resist. Cinnabon shut down with one little trip. Now the whole high street's feeling a hit. Boxers on with a Diddy stream. Apple juice king, that's his dream. Kids on chores, Robbie with a mop. Stevie doing dishes, non-stop bop. Madness brews when he opens his lips. Said Ronaldinho ain't elite, that's a miss. Said Trent to mid, what a tactical shout. Now he's off to Madrid, Cruz phased out. Callum, please, don't say no names. Don't do streams, don't play these games. Every time you talk, a baller drops. New deal injury, the madness don't stop. Just sip your juice, relax in peace. Leave transfers to Matt and Drifty, please. We try to build, not bury hope. But you speak and it's back to the rope. This ain't slander, this is love in disguise. But Callum's words move fate, no lies. So from now on, let the silence reign. Or we'll lose more stars to the Callum chain.
What Carl was going to say was Florian Wirtz, but I'll say it.
Elite this track. This is like Drake and you know, and Thiggy. What's his name again?
You got some nerve, bro.
This last week has been like this last week for Callum has been like not like us and Meet the Grahams after the trial, and today it's just this track has just been unbelievable. This is a banger.
Meet the Sandersons is crazy.
Meet the Sandersons, you know, it's crazy, bro. I love it.
You know, I'm not gonna lie though. We need to actually address the fact that, putting aside the obviously mocking the cow curse, it's a banger. I'm sorry, this could be the number one hit for the summer. I swear to you, it's an absolute banger.
It better not be. It better not be.
It has been the number one hit for me. I played it 3 intros in a row. Actually, it's been banging. Everyone enjoys it as well. But you wanna know what's my favorite part? The AI version of Callum, the scientist looking Callum. You know, like Callum, if he never became like a football pundit, he would have been like a, you know, like someone working in a chemical laboratory or something. Like, you know, that's the vibe I'm getting from Callum. But yeah, it's a banging song. Big up Drake though. Big up.
We are back with another Kop-Ish collab. Don Hassam, Tom Little in the build. How you boys doing?
Very good.
I'm great. Enjoying the Liverpool content recently. You know, I've just been doing a lot of Liverpool content because we're actually, for once, a club that's active in the transfer window. So let's go.
Well, it's made me stream 4 times. But let's just bear that in mind, people. It's made me stream 4 times in like a week and a half. So we're serious. If I'm being serious, the club's being serious.
Yeah, that's how you know it's actually real stuff. When Tom's going live like on his own channel, it's mad. When the stripper comes home and stays home for once, it's great.
That is fucking mental. There's a clear target today. There's a clear target. There's a clear target that we're all ganging up on.
I didn't say anything wrong. I'm just saying, you know, when the prostitute of Liverpool YouTube actually comes home.
Yeah,
I'm not saying anything bad. I'm not saying anything bad.
You know what's crazy?
Only a prostitute?
This lets me know Hassam streams with Jamie Phillips. This is what I know from this. He streamed with Jamie Phillips.
Yeah, because that type of talk there is Jamie for real.
Yeah.
I can't lie to you, Jamie yesterday was really calm, and I was shocked that he was calm.
Yeah, but that's
Jamie was calm.
That's because Jamie's getting his first transfer through the door. That's why.
That's got more being though. If he's being calm about something, surely you're worried that he's brewing something big.
Can someone screenshot that Callum face, please? And we're gonna put it on thumbnail.
All right, do you know what? All right, so Cal's frozen. All right, let me say, because obviously this topic I know is dear to everyone's
Definitely
heart.
stuff brewing, by the way.
Yeah. Listen, this topic here right now is dear to everyone's hearts right now, and that's Florian Wirtz, right? News broke out a couple of days, was it 2 days ago now, that Liverpool, for some reason, have decided to get involved in the Florian Wirtz race. Now,
I mean, it's obvious the reason why. He's a fucking good player.
I was going to say, not for some reason.
Obviously, I'm playing, obviously.
I can't lie, Matt, the way you presented that is bad. Like,
I don't know why, but for some reason we're trying to get Florian Wirtz.
Oh, we're trying to get one of the best fans on the planet. No, why?
You know what?
Guys,
For some reason we're looking at Isak. For some reason we're trying to get Isak.
Oh, we're in the car, Matt, but you just pooped, brother. Now we need to wind the windows down.
Yeah,
bro, all I said is this, yeah. Liverpool, for some reason, are trying to get him. You didn't even let me finish, bro.
Yeah, but
there is nothing to save you.
Was the moment
you lost everyone that for some reason.
You lost everyone at some reason.
All right. Let me rephrase it. Liverpool, big bad champions Liverpool, are in the race for Florian Wirtz.
Yeah.
However,
there you go.
However, there is competition, big competition from Bayern Munich, who are supposedly the front runners for a signature. Now, up until maybe a couple of weeks ago, people were saying if he was going to leave England, it would be Man City. But now Liverpool seem to have trumped City, and it seems like if he doesn't go to Bayern, we are next in line. We are the club that Florian Wirtz will. I'm just saying. I believe it when I see it. But the reason why I'm asking you, all of you guys, is this year.
Well, not all of us. We're not.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask. No. Okay, all right. No. We're gonna ask Carl. But anyway, Tom, I'll start with you. Yeah.
I thought Carl would froze there for a second.
I just know when it's not my time to speak, so I just blend in.
Tom, do you see this as realistic in your opinion, or do you feel like Liverpool doing that whole we're going for a player, but we kind of already know we ain't gonna get him?
That is the most stupid thing that I don't know why this is a narrative that we think Liverpool do. What benefit is there to going, we want to play, but we didn't get him? It just angers people more so than anything. There's no benefit to doing that.
I hear it.
In terms of the chances, on when the news dropped, it was 1% chance, 99% faith. It's now closer to about 7% chance, 93% faith. I think that City.
Tom, get that number up, brother. Get that number up.
I'm just worried about Germany. Germany's the worry. If he wants to move away from Germany, I think it does. I think we offer him the best project and the best package for both the immediate future and the long-term future. In the immediate
Tom,
future,
what if I told you that Bayer Leverkusen have categorically behind the scenes said Bayern Munich, suck your mum?
well,
that changes everything because I'm worried that he stays in Germany. Obviously, if it's obviously he's not going to Germany, I'm
gonna say, bro.
First thing I would wonder is why is Wirtz talking like troops? First of all, I want to know. As a German, why is he something like that?
That's crazy. All right, so Hassan, let me ask you then. Yeah, so the Florian Wirtz stuff, obviously, every Liverpool fan is gassed because we never even thought for a second that we'll be involved in this race, but now we are. But in terms of the percentage, like Tom said, 7%. Like, what's your percentage in terms of you actually think we're going to get Florian Wirtz? Do you think we got any hope at all, realistically?
I don't want to get hurt again because I got Bellinghammed, and I had to cut my hair for that bum. That fucking Brummy. Fuck the Brummies, man, and the Brummy accent. So yeah, I got Bellingham.
These are the thoughts of Hassam and Hassam alone.
Listen, I've said this before. If Rihanna was butt naked in a Birmingham accent, wallahi, I'm walking past her.
You
That's
are
the most
lying,
ugly
bro.
accent in the
universe.
universe.
You are lying, bro.
That's the most
You are
disgusting accent in the planet. I've never heard the
You'd be
worst
like,
accent.
oh, Habibi, just don't talk. Habibi,
No.
Habibi, Habibi,
I'm walking
Habibi,
faster.
don't talk.
I'm walking
I
faster.
hate the
That
Brahmi accent.
Birmingham
Don't
accent is
talk.
horrible.
They'd probably call you, Cal, and be like, trust her to actually be for Birmingham.
Yeah. You cursed me, Cal. You fraud. You
This is your
cursed me.
fault.
You cursed me, Cal.
Callum would First of all, can you stop doing a Russian accent like I'm Makarov from Modern Warfare? We are going to shoot everyone. Like, I'm not Russian, Habibi. I'm not Russian. I'm Arab. You have to get the sand in the accent. It's not like a Makarov from Modern Warfare. We are shooting everyone.
No, it's true. You're right.
That's
No,
how
it
I
does sound like
sound,
my man. It does sound like my man from Call of Duty. Facts.
Yeah, like Makarov, you know?
But yeah, Sam, what's your
Florian's
thoughts on
back.
it though? What's your thoughts on it though? In terms of like, do we live in a world where Liverpool can actually like pull this off? Like, do you think
Cal's
it's
sitting
gonna
there saying Habibi like he's from fucking Moscow, for fuck's sake.
Russian Habibi. I love the fact Matt is the only one who's serious on this panel.
I'm trying to be, but everyone just wants to get out of the car.
Sorry,
bro. I don't
Matt's like,
understand
let's
what's going
actually
on.
do the show
Let's
properly.
actually talk football. Like,
Yeah, let's
come on,
actually
man.
I'm sure.
Football,
I'm sure at
come
this
on,
point,
you.
though, people who watch these shows understand that we spent about an hour and a half talking about fuck all.
Yes.
That,
I was
cheers,
actually
Tom.
on celebration
Cheers,
thing.
Tom. We just talk about fuck all. Cheers, Tom.
That's the point of this show. Matt, you know, if you're hosting this show, it's like trying to get a bunch of 5-year-olds in the car after you've just given them all candy floss.
Yeah.
Everyone's
No,
hyped, bro.
obviously. No, everyone's hyped.
No,
No,
how
I'm
are you
saying
going to
that's
get
it.
everyone in the car? How?
No, because Hassan, I've asked Hassan a question. He's got to give him at least answer, then start.
Yeah,
doing
but
what
right now
doing.
he's on a sugar rush, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Like,
I was trying to answer, but then, Mr. Vladimir over
let
here.
him lie, let him lie.
Vladimir over here doing Russian accents for an Arab. You didn't even roll an R. You didn't
I
even
did
roll
roll
the
the
R.
R. I did roll the R.
No. No, you sound like you're from
I
St.
said you
Petersburg.
fraud.
You don't
I
sound
said
like
you
you're from
fraud.
Jordan. That's not how it sounds. That's not how you do it. Anyway, back to the
This is,
topic.
this is probably how Tom feels when you try and do a Scouse accent.
No, my
No, but
Scouse
you know
accent
what?
is way better than your Arab accent.
His Scouse accent probably isn't as offensive. He at least get it.
Yeah,
You just say Russian for an Arab.
I'll speak Scouse for 15 seconds. You speak Arab for 15 seconds. Let the chat decide who does which
All
better.
right, let's do it.
No
then.
problem. Go on, start.
No, you're speaking.
How are we, Callum, lad? You want some chicken, lad? I want some chicken and a can of coke. There you go.
Habibi,
See?
just stop. Habibi, just stop. It's you're a fraud. You're a fraud, Habibi. No, Callum, stop. You're a fraud, Habibi. You speak about all these.
No, that
talents.
weren't too bad, actually.
Oh,
That
No,
was-
but
right,
all
yeah.
he's doing is copying Hassan, though.
Yeah.
No, but her son was just copying
No,
it.
but
It's the
was
same
Hassan
thing,
trying
bro.
to? Was Hassan trying to kind of like do what Tom does? If
Yeah,
that
at
makes
least
sense?
I dropped how are we? You know, that's at least a little
I
bit
just felt like
more skill.
Carl took the eat, just kept on going Habibi. That's it.
Yeah,
bro.
he just said Habibi
Man
7
was just
times.
Habibi. Man was spamming
No, I tried to
Habibi.
back you, Cal. I tried to back you.
Yeah, I like
Keep it
you.
true.
Thank
Keep
you.
it
Thank
true.
you.
You know what's funny about Cal? Cal was obviously. You know when someone can't do an accent, but they can do bits of it. There was a reason why the only R that he could roll was fraud. So many fraud. He couldn't roll any other R's other than the one in fraud.
His accent's difficult to do. You guys try it. It's bloody hard.
No, I'm not attempting it because I
I
know
don't
it's
want to be
difficult.
Vladimir Makarov. I'm what? I ain't doing
There's
it.
an
No Russian
accent I can
sentence.
attempt, but they will cancel me, so I would rather not. So anyway, back to the topic. I don't want to get Bellingham, guys. I just don't want to get Bellingham. I think this guy's gonna take us for a ride and then join Bayern anyway, because it's like the German dream. The thing is that Bayern, and actually I had this discussion 3 days ago. The thing that makes like Bayern different, in that league, there's only one real gigantic club. There's Bayern, and then after that, there's like some clubs who are a little bit big, but not massive, not gigantic. Like they're very good clubs, and then there's mediocre clubs, then there's small clubs, etc. So there isn't like, in England you got giants. Liverpool, Man United, you got two giants, and then you got like really big clubs like Arsenal, Chelsea, City, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't exist in Germany. So everyone really just grows up dreaming to play for Bayern Munich. And I think that's the issue. And you look at like players historically, like even players who played for Schalke, even players like whichever club they played for, you got the likes of like Toni Kroos, Leverkusen, you got the likes of Neuer at Schalke, like everyone just, even like Dortmund, who are Bayern's biggest rivals. Same thing, like Götze, we also, even Lewandowski, even though he's Polish, but like the point still stands. Like people just grow wanting to play for Bayern Munich. And I think that's the thing that is just getting in our way. And that's why actually, if you notice in every article, even though the one that Christian Falk put out today, he still is maintaining that Bayern are leading the race. The reason why Bayern are leading the race is the stuff that I just said. Like, I just believe if any German player is given the chance to play for Bayern Munich, 99% of the time, they're going to be all for it. So all I'm waiting for is I just want Wirtz to say, I want to leave England. I want to leave Germany. And if he's convinced that he wants to leave the Bundesliga and leave Germany, now I start to believe. But I have to I just need like a report. I just need like Ornstein, Fabrizio, like even a good German source. Just come out and tell me, listen, guys, Wirtz is like, he wants to leave the Bundesliga. If he says that, I will start to believe like strongly, because we have done our job. Like, I've spoken to my sources, not ketchup and mayonnaise, but I've spoken to a couple of guys, and I asked them about this situation, and they told me, listen, the interest in him is real, but this is one of the things that's going to be a saga. There's a guy who put out an article yesterday, and he said Florian Wirtz himself has not made his mind up, because Florian Wirtz could wake up tomorrow. Okay, we're all talking about Wirtz now. It's a possibility, no problem. I agree. Let's say we wake up tomorrow, inshallah, everyone happy, safe, and healthy. You look at your phones. Wirtz wants to remain in Germany. Khalas, it's done then. It's literally done that exact second. So I'm just waiting for him to say that he wants to leave Germany, to be honest with you. If he does, I'll feel a bit more confident. As things stand, I just think he's going to end up at Bayern Munich, I'm going to be honest with you. That's just
You do want to know, don't you? You do want Florian Wirtz.
Everyone does.
I do want Florian Wirtz, of course, but I'd rather spend the big money on the steak.
This is the
Plus, Tom, you don't understand the role that Szoboszlai plays.
There's a B in my
We don't need Florian Wirtz.
I know
we got Dominic Szoboszlai.
I know Hussam, but
because Szoboszlai covers for Mo.
Yes,
He's the reason why our system works.
I agree.
He's the reason.
That's why I'm not playing him in the same spot. Florian Wirtz is our false nine. That's where he'll play. Florian Wirtz will come in and be the false nine.
No.
Left wing.
He'll be our new Bobby Firmino.
Left wing. He won't play false nine. Left wing.
No, I won't do
left wing. So we're keeping Gakpo and Diaz, and we're just buying a third fucking left winger.
No, because Diaz becomes a centre forward.
Oh, so Florian Wirtz false nine. Whoa! Diaz false nine.
No, Wirtz plays the 10, bro.
Wirtz
or the left.
Wirtz practically
plays 10 or left.
Seen the positions that he picked up for that Leverkusen team.
I
he can 100% play false nine.
Yeah, but we don't want him to play false nine. We'll play him.
Why would we bring in like a number 10/left winger to play false nine though?
Because he's one of the best in the world.
No, but why would we? Hear what I'm saying? We got if we like imagine Florian Wirtz, Tom.
Yeah.
Although he does pick up a lot of space in the false nine area, I do agree with you. But I don't think we should be playing him there. I think if you play him in a number 10 or one of the 10s, let's say the system change. Because again, we're going off the premise that it's going to be 4-2-3-1 all over again. We are going off that premise.
So you're switching to the 4-2-4 like we've done against City. And
I'm just saying that.
And how do we play that? That was 2 false nines.
I don't think that works in 38.
It was 2 10s, Thomas.
For one game. Can I just say something?
Two games, Cal. We've done it against Villa as well.
Can I just say something? Who are the Liverpool fullbacks that we're linked with at the moment?
Frimpong and Kerkez.
And what are they seen as? They're seen as marauding fullbacks who stay high and wide and get up the pitch as much as possible. So if you have players like the Leverkusen player and the Lyon player, for example, or I can say Salah because he's already at the club and he signed an extension.
No, hold on. He's immune from the transfer case, but the injury one, I'm not so sure on. Let's be a little bit more cautious next time, Cal.
The three behind the strikers, instead of Salah and the left winger staying wide, they become more narrow, and the fullbacks give you the width then. And then the striker is less isolated, in my opinion. So if you were to go and get the Leverkusen player and the Lyon player, you can still play Szoboszlai 10, or you could play one of the other two players 10. But then you could also play Salah. If you want to rest Salah, you could play the Lyon guy on that side, the Leverkusen guy on the other side, and Szoboszlai in the 10, and you've got whip from the fullbacks. But that means, in my opinion, if you're getting those players, you have to go and get a bona fide DM. Because that DM now, the purpose of that DM now is going to be to drop in between the centre backs to allow us to move to a back three when we're defending on the counter attack.
Do you want the Crystal Palace guy for DM, do you?
I'm not saying any names.
You don't want the Stuttgart guy that you got injured?
I'd like the one from Real Madrid, but I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, you wanted the one from Stuttgart. Now he has an injury.
Stiller, yeah, you injured Stiller, didn't you?
Yeah, there you go.
I heard you. I did
This
hear
is
you.
horrible stuff.
Thanks.
This is
Thanks,
bad.
Cal.
This is horrible stuff.
I'll be honest with you. I hear what Callum's explaining, and I know what Tom said as well. But we need to put the football manager in the bag. I think the truth of the matter is we need to be a lot more fluid. I think we need to be a lot more we have to be very adjusted because, and I'm going to make this analogy. I'm not even going to, you know what? I'm not even going to be shameless. I'm not even going to say like Sheffield or anything. I'm going to mention like a good club. Playing Brentford at home is not like playing City away.
Yeah.
It is two complete different tests. It's two complete different things that you have to do on the football pitch. I understand having a style and exerting that style on everyone. I understand that point. But even the best clubs in the world, like I give you an example. In the Serie A, Simeone Inzaghi averages about 67% ball possession. 66%, something like that, ball possession in the Serie A. I think they have the highest ball possession. In the Champions League, they got 48% ball possession. 48%. So imagine the difference in between having 66% of the ball versus 48% of the ball in two different competitions. And the perfect example of this as well has been PSG this season. PSG this season has rotated all three wingers. There have been games where they have went to the Goncalo Ramos. There are games where they played Doué in the 10. There are games where they played one of the wingers in the 10. So they've been very tactically adjusting. If I come up against Brentford, so let's say Liverpool are playing Brentford at Anfield, right? And I employ the formation that Tom and Callum spoke about just briefly there. Let's say I go Szoboszlai, Wirtz as false nines together. And then I got Salah on the right, whoever on the left.
That's not. I'm not proposing.
No, I'm saying in general. I'm saying generally.
No, I'm not proposing anything. What Tom's saying in terms of formation, mine's completely opposite.
To be fair,
I misunderstood you. I misunderstood you, Callum.
Cal saying left wing for.
So let's say you go. Let's say Brentford at home, right? So you got Szoboszlai, Wirtz, false nines, and then you got Salah on the right, and then you got on the left Luis Diaz. On paper, you can break down Brentford. On paper, you should be able to break down Brentford with that team. However, if Brentford do set up in a low block and gives you two banks of like 5 in front of their penalty box, that formation you will find it difficult. Whereas if you had an out-and-out striker, if you had someone who knows how to play on the shoulders of an Ethan Pinnock at Brentford or someone like that, you know, he'd get in behind them, he'd spin one of them, and he'd put the ball in the back of the net. And I think that's the thing that we have to look at. We need to have like at least someone who I can play against some of these teams at home, because I'm not trying to see Wirtz and Szoboszlai against Brentford at home in a low block, unless all of them execute triangles at a 95% level and they do 1-2s and shit. It's gonna be very difficult to break them down.
I don't disagree, but I think, and I said this to you last time we were on streams together, for us to go for Wirtz in the way that we're going for him, that to me suggests that we've looked at the market and went, there's not a good enough striker. For the money we want to pay, for the value out there, there's not a good enough striker. But I can get a Florian Wirtz, and I can make him work. Because we all know, I think they've looked at it and went, we will spend 120 million quid on someone. Isak is not for sale. They're going to get Champions League football. He doesn't want to leave yet. That's out the water. What's my next option? Oh, Benjamin Sesko for 100 million. I'm not doing that. Hugo Ekitike for 100 million.
Say his name, Callum, please.
No.
You're allowed to say Benjamin's name.
Sesko, yeah, please.
No, you can say
Please
Sesko.
say Sesko's name. I'm begging.
I don't know if you're like tempting me to say it so you can cuss me, or you actually want me to say it.
No, because we don't want them.
You've got explicit permission.
I wasn't going to say Sesko. I was going to say the guy from Atletico who used to play here at Man City.
Yeah, no, you're not allowed to say his name.
No.
Let's not jump the gun here, Callum.
Yeah, you can say everybody but Alvarez and Isak. Everyone else you can talk about.
Yeah, you can talk.
Well, Geordie still out.
No, I actually prefer you to talk about Sesko though. Like it would be
Yeah,
amazing
please.
if you do.
Please talk about.
So we don't sign him.
Yeah, do a whole members video on Sesko.
Exactly. you know your Monday transfer talk stream. Make it a Sesko special.
Yeah, please put Sesko on the
This is
thumbnail.
crazy.
Shall I be completely honest with you guys? I actually think there's a chance we do get Sesko.
Perfect. Say that on Monday, please. With him on the thumbnail.
Wait. What's it? So, Drift, you haven't said anything about Florian Wirtz. And while you went off screen, yeah, hear this now. There's been a tweet from Christian Falk, and he said, Bayern Munich are currently only willing to offer 100 million euros for Florian Wirtz. But the problem is Bayern and Wirtz have already reached an agreement. Bayern bosses have never been so confident. So they're very confident that they're going to Florian Wirtz. They've already got the agreement with the player. What's your thoughts on that now, bro? Do you think it's already done that he's going Bayern? Or do you still believe that Liverpool could trump Bayern, maybe from a financial aspect, because maybe Bayern are only willing to offer a certain amount?
They can agree with the player all they want. It's about Leverkusen. And that's the thing that's giving me confidence. I'm not sitting there saying that Liverpool are definitely going to get Florian. Like I'm not saying that, but I'm confident. I think Tom needed to bring that percentage up to about 40. I'm actually
I'm not wanting any crimes added to my list, Drift. I've got.
I hear you, Tom. I hear you.
Recently, I've been able to slide under the radar a little bit. I don't want to suddenly get the attention back on me. Like saying,
I hear you. At this moment, they ain't even got my fingerprints yet, so I can take more risks. You're right. I personally think that it's a lot higher than what people think, and here's the reason why, Matt. From the reports that I've read, Leverkusen really don't want him to go Bayern Munich.
That's correct.
Like they are really, really, really trying every angle they can pull for him to not be a Bayern Munich player next season. They don't want the most talented German to come out of Germany in the last decade to end up at their rivals. Because at the moment now, don't get me wrong, with everyone leaving, I'm sure they've got realistic ambitions, and they know they're not going to be that undefeated Xabi Alonso team from last season all the time. They're not going to just all of a sudden be delusional. But they've tasted the victory now, and I think they want to try and maintain it as much as possible. And everyone knows in the German league, the only way to maintain that is to try and keep up with Bayern. Giving Bayern the two greatest, because the only other talent from the last decade, they already have.
Yeah,
so you're gonna go and give Bayern Munich the two biggest German talents of the last decade to go and dominate for another decade. They don't want that. They really don't want that. Musiala just signed a new deal. I think it was a 6-year deal. Like they don't want Bayern Munich just dominating. So they're trying everything in their power
as well, who's another really good attacking midfielder.
Yeah, Harry Kane as well.
So I think that they were counting on Real Madrid and Man City to be the teams to come and take Wirtz because they wanted him to leave the country. Real Madrid have got other aspirations, clearly.
I don't think Madrid are looking at him at all.
Yeah, they've got other
not yet anyway. They're just looking at they're looking at Anfield sector.
They're looking at centre backs and right backs.
No, they're looking at Anfield sector on Twitter and going, who've Liverpool been linked with? Right, let's do it.
They actually are. They're taking a page out of Arsenal and Chelsea's book, who've done it to us for years. But what? So
I guarantee you, if they don't get this Benfica left back, Kerkez, they'll be after fucking Kerkez next.
Yeah,
you see the reports from Markov this morning.
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
Yeah.
But I'm not putting it in the atmosphere, Matt. We'll ignore that. But that's the thing that gives.
What reports are we talking about? I haven't seen.
Wait. We'll get on to that. Let you finish, and then we'll get on to that. Let you finish, and then we'll get on to that. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm looking at it from a point of view where I'm trying to take my bias out of it. I'm trying to think who's the most attractive club right now out of City and Liverpool. And this is me trying to be as unbiased as possible.
Forget about bias, it's us. It's us.
No, but I'm even, I was trying to do it without the bias because it's hard to do that without bias, right? When you're thinking about stuff, it's hard to not be like, we're Liverpool.
The problem is,
I'll be honest, I think City are more attractive than Liverpool right now.
Do you know why I disagree?
No, not right now.
Do you know what the difference is right now?
They've got a dark cloud. 126 clouds, is it?
That massive cloud hanging over them about them charges. Certain players might not want to commit there because what happens if they get charged and it's a 3-year transfer ban and all of a sudden certain players are locked into a team that is only going to decline. And if City get a transfer ban and it's from 20, he'll be 24 to 27. If he's spending a large part of his prime in a team that can't strengthen because they're being transfer banned. I think certain players might just look at that and avoid it.
Well,
I think for us it's different as well because we've got, in the immediate short term, we can guarantee competing for the top honours. We've got 2 of the best players in the world in their position, a really good squad there. And then after that, for these young players, so Wirtz will be, 25 in 2 years' time? At that point, you're going, right, you're the main man. Mo's gone, Virgil's gone. The baton's been passed to you.
Well, Tom, you're missing the biggest elephant in the room, bro. Pep isn't a guarantee to either stay or be good because he don't seem right. Pep does not seem right at the moment. Then on top of that, if you look at their January window, I could be speculating and I could be making an assumption. We know when the assumptions is the mother of all fuck-ups. But I'm looking at the signings they made in January, and none of them scream a team that's attractive. I'll be totally... I know Mamouche, a lot of people were looking at Mamouche, but I don't think Mamouche was hot property. It was somebody...
I think Mamouche was definitely hot property. I won't even lie.
Nah, I don't think he was hot property.
He had 15 goals in 17 games. He was banging goals in the Europa League as well.
I'm not saying he wasn't playing well, bro. I'm not saying he wasn't playing well. I think he was on the same level as what I look at now as someone like Ekitike. You willing to take a punt? He's playing well. Are you willing to take a punt?
No, Mamouche is a bit better than Ekitike.
Mamouche is better than Ekitike.
No, I mean
he's still in the category below the likes of Wirtz, who've got the pedigree as well. But he was at high because Ekitike's
he's like above Ekitike and
no, guys, I'm talking about his hype and his interest, not his ability. He's better than Ekitike for his ability, but his hype and his interest, I kind of think was on that same level. Everyone heard the price and went, nah, you're all right. City were desperate, so they went, all right, we'll do it. I don't think City think he's worth that much. I think they were desperate. And that's the reason why I think they did it. And I don't believe that they are as attractive as they think they are, as they used to be, based on so many variables and so many up in the airs about the club. So for me...
I also think they'll be targeting a different type of midfielder as well. I think if you look at their problems with the midfield this year, it was too easily run through. Florian Wirtz is a really good footballer. Florian Wirtz has not had a bit of bite in that midfield, though. He's not this guy who's going to cover ground. And that's why I think they'll be going for more of a Morgan Gibbs-White. Someone who does cover ground, get around the pitch, still a really creative player. But if City lose the ball in transition, he's someone that can get back. I don't think Wirtz is that kind of guy. We already got that in Szoboszlai, so we can afford to have someone like a Florian Wirtz in the team, whether it's as a double 10 or a false 9 or on the left, whatever. Because we know we've got the players who can get back and cover in transition. City's problem this year was they were so open and so exposed in that midfield.
And they're trying to get Reinders, Tom. Reinders is their number 1 prospect for the number 8.
Yeah, Reinders. This is exactly the thing as well.
Reinders, and they get Rodri back as well.
If Wirtz is sitting down and he's thinking about who wants to go play for between City and Liverpool, I think he's also going to look at the style and he's going to look at the requirements from the manager and he's going to look at the system that they play more or less. Liverpool play a way more suited Florian Wirtz style formation than what Man City do. So I also think that's going to play into his thinking of where will I fit in best. We also have a trump card that Man City don't. All Man City's legends are leaving or in the dust now, with all due respect to them. It's still a great team, but all their legends are in the dust. We've got Virgil and we've got Mo, who are extremely attractive players on the table when you're trying to attract a player to come and play for your club. Florian Wirtz is going to be thinking about that link up with Salah and thinking, do you know how many assists I'll get? I'll be playing with Mo Salah. Do you know how many? And another thing as well, I wouldn't even put it past Slot, if we pull off Wirtz as the marquee signing to do a little bit of dibbling dabbling here and there in other areas and start playing Wirtz the way we played Szoboszlai when we played Man City. It won't even just be about him being a 10. He'll be the guy who's kind of like the false 9, but not, depending on who we're playing. I just think there's so much more attractiveness without my bias of coming to play for Liverpool than there is of going to play for Man City.
People are seeing the false 9 vision.
I don't see it, Tom. I just don't see it, bro.
He's the perfect false 9.
No. Do you know what it is, Tom?
Matt, you've got to remember, it's not a full-on false 9. It's 210.
No, but that's what I said, though. Tom's, if I'm not mistaken, Tom said, we'll use him as the false 9. And I said, no, I could see more of what we did against Man City. Like what you're saying, the 4-2-2-2. But they were 2 10s, not 2 9s.
My argument, though, is that we have done that all season. When Diogo Jota played, played up front, Look at the positions he's ended up getting.
Another variable.
Look at the positions where Diaz picks up when he plays up front. The only exception's Nunes, because if he
Frimpong
tries
is
to
not
make
going to get
Nunes,
Wirtz to sign for Liverpool.
No,
when
Hassan, these things are bigger than you think they are. These things are actually more important than you think they are. Look,
I think one of the
we just lost Jude. We just lost Trent to Jude, bro. These things are way more important than people realize.
I don't think we've lost Trent to
Trent
Jude.
to
I think we
Jude.
lost Trent since quadruple charge season.
I'm sitting here now and I'm telling you, look, on record, yeah. If Jude Bellingham isn't a Real Madrid player, Trent isn't going Madrid.
No, he would have went to Madrid anyway, in my opinion.
Trent is not going Madrid.
I do where Drifty's point. I don't think Trent has the confidence to go to
I think
Madrid.
it's a big factor, though. I don't know if I say categorically, but it's a big factor.
The fact Jude's had the success he's had in Madrid and all that stuff means it's a more attractive proposition to go there. If Jude hadn't went, or if Jude went and struggled, I think Trent's will come out with a bit of is it the right?
Let me just say this, because I'm the only one that disagrees here. I do think that City are more attractive than us, because attraction is not something that just happens per summer. I'll give you the biggest example. Man United are more attractive than Newcastle, even if Newcastle have Champions League football, because they're Man United and the other club is Newcastle. Now, I understand that over the last, this year, we have won the league and stuff like that. But if we talk about sustainability at the top, City have won 7 leagues in 9 years. And they've won a Champions League just like we have. So they're a lot more consistent with it.
So Sam,
they are very...
cut you.
Go on.
With the Newcastle Man United thing, though, if you were making a transfer to England right now, and I said to you the two options are Man United and Newcastle can both pay you the same wage and the transfer fee is the exact same, who are you picking?
I'm telling you right now, 90% of the footballers would choose Man United. I'm not even exaggerating.
Not right. And this is my thing. So what you're saying isn't wrong, by the way. What you're saying
so you guys think if Forest made top 5, they would be more attractive than Man United?
No, Newcastle's a huge club.
Newcastle's a sleeping giant. No, that's the difference.
So, Sam, you're not wrong in what you're saying. But the reason I don't agree with it is because I do think attraction does come down to the timing and the moment as well. Because
yes, and City have Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, and they've got Haaland, they've got some great players as well.
For how long, bro?
I think right now.
Yeah, but like when you say stuff like how many assists are you gonna get for Mo, he can also say how many assists he's gonna get for Haaland.
Agreed. If you had said this question to me last summer, I'm saying Man City. But this summer, right now, the 16th of May, 2025, Liverpool's more attractive than Man City today. I'm not saying that can't change in the next few months. But here's the thing: we disagree on definition then, because I don't think attraction is yearly thing. But prime example: we were in the Europa League. We signed Alexis McAllister, Dominic Szoboszlai, who are both looked at as massive big deals. Ryan Gravenberch, Wataru Endo Fares, like we could have signed him even if we were 17th. But the other three we signed when we had Europa League football. The reason for that is attraction is not a thing that changes every year. It doesn't. So let's say, like, who's an attractive club in England right now? Let's say Arsenal, okay? Bias aside, they're an attractive club to join to for certain players. If Arsenal finish 5th this season, it's not like all of a sudden Arsenal are going to be a shit club to join for certain people. Like, there will be still a lot of players that want to join. I think there is one reason that Florian Wirtz could choose Liverpool over Manchester City. There's one reason. And it's a footballing reason. And it's a pure footballing reason. I think Wirtz at Liverpool would have a lot more freedom. He would be allowed to express his talents a lot more. He would be allowed to take risks a lot more. And he wouldn't be in such a rigid, fitted style like Pep's style. Because one thing we know about Pep is he's like, number 10, you've got to occupy this exact space. And you have to be like in this a little bit here and a little bit there. Like, he does not give them any freedom whatsoever. The one thing about Wirtz is in our football club, he would have freedom. He would have freedom to express himself, take as many risks as possible, showcase his talents. Like, it wouldn't be another case of Jack Grealish. That's the biggest reason for me why I think he might be looking at. But if I'm being just completely objective here, I think the sustained success that City have had over a period of like 9 years, the fact that they have Pep Guardiola, makes them more attractive than us at this current moment.
You know, Hassan, they are still attractive. I'm not going to disagree with you in that. But the one thing I will slightly challenge what you said, though, is using Arsenal as example. I get what you mean, and they're not just going to fall off a cliff in terms of their attractiveness. But I'll be honest with you, bro, their attractiveness is getting worse and worse every year. If you're a player looking to go to Arsenal now this summer compared to last summer, you're thinking 3 bottles in a row. Oh, I don't know, man. Whereas before it was like, oh, club on the up, let me jump on the train. That's what Declan Rice thought. Declan Rice thought he was going to be the last piece of a puzzle to complete what Arsenal were looking to do and go on to success. 2 years later, people are going to be like, Jesus, they're actually regressing. They're getting less points in the league. They're playing worse football. But I actually think Arsenal are less attractive.
Do you think that's
now.
more fan talk though than like actual
No,
football?
I don't. I think there's going to be more pressure on Arteta. He's showing more cracks. He's starting to talk shit. He's showing he can't deal with this. I think there's unmotivated players in the squad, or there's going to be less motivated players in the squad. Now, imagine if you are Saliba and you know that Real Madrid might want you, and now you just had.
Yeah, but prime example is Zubimendi because he said yes to joining Arsenal.
Zubimendi's confused. He don't know what the fuck he wants.
Yeah, but that's just listen. Let's just be honest here. Arsenal are an attractive club to go to.
It's not been confirmed.
Yeah, but they're in like the semi-finals of the Champions League and they're competing for the Premier League, so they're still an attractive club to
semi-final
go
with the
to.
Champions League.
I think
My point is the thing using Arsenal as an example. When I'm saying attraction doesn't come and go, it's a consistent thing until you have either sustained success or sustained regress. That's what ruins your attraction. You want to know when Liverpool became unattractive? 2011, 2010, 2011. We weren't an attractive club to join.
Yeah, Hodgson and them. No, but
yeah, Hodgson times. Yeah. You know, like the start of the Rodgers era, we were going signing Joe Allen and shit. We weren't that attractive at that point in time.
Yeah. We've been in the mud for a little while.
Yeah, we were in the mud for a while at the time. It was a really long time we were in the mud. So that's when our attraction went down. So if you look at Arsenal, prime example, they signed Partey, Aubameyang, Lacazette while they were in the Europa League. Truth.
Well, that's true.
I'm not making anything up.
Guys, obviously, listen, Arne Slot, he's done the madness this year. He won the league when no one expected it, yeah, and obviously his credit in the bank is now really, really high. But do you guys also feel like, do you know what? Hate to bring this up, but if Jurgen Klopp was still involved in Liverpool, do you think he could have had a say maybe in Florian Wirtz? Because him being 100%. German as well, and he's got the pull, he's got the aura. Like, you see how we're talking about attraction.
How many did we miss out on with him though? Like, I get that.
No. Here what I'm going to say.
Plays we missed out on with
Tom, here what I'm going to say. There's a reason why though we was able to get Virgil van Dijk, Fabinho, Naby Keita, who was a hot prospect in Germany at that time. Who else did they bring? Alisson, all these players. Remember, Jurgen Klopp was one of the main reasons why we was able to attract these players, not just the pull of the club. And what I'm saying is this, yeah.
Thomas Lai even said that he came because of.
What I'm saying is this.
McAllister.
I hate to even say this, but there was a little part of me that's just like, do you know what? I'll be so real. With everything that's going on right now in terms of us trying to get Florian Wirtz, I do genuinely feel like if Klopp was here right now, even if he was a director, I think we've got an even better chance because Klopp understands the German players, German market, countrymen. He knows how to speak to man. Do you get what I'm saying? And if we're talking about, listen, to go back to
decision can't be made on that though. I think you've got to look at the other side of it.
Tom, like, where's Zubimendi going?
Well, Zubimendi's going to Arsenal.
Who's their manager?
I'm not even hosting the show.
Who's their manager? Who's their manager?
Me.
Mikel Arteta.
He's Spanish. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
So one case in the benchmark.
Did you notice it now?
No. What I'm saying is though, Tom.
Notice my name now in the comments.
I do feel like Liverpool and Real Madrid kind of pulled out the race. I think we got fed up with him, Uman, and Arin. So I genuinely feel like Arsenal had a free run. But what I'm saying is, I think it does help that Arteta's Spanish. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's the definitive.
Do you know what I also think helps though, Matt? And it's something that got referenced yesterday.
Yeah.
Florian Wirtz, he made the decision this year to leave Leverkusen because he felt the team couldn't compete. And the game that he cited was the 4-0 loss to us in the Champions League. We talk about adverts.
Tom,
I think that's more like...
That's a beautiful segue, Tom. Have you not seen the 4D chess that Liverpool played?
Yeah, we let them all train at the AXA the day after.
We invited them to AXA and they spent the day at our training ground training with us.
Swear down.
Swear down.
Well, they weren't training with us, but they were at the AXA.
They came to AXA and trained with Liverpool.
Hold on. So we batted the book with the Diaz hat trick.
I'm gonna mute myself because I'm gonna end up saying something that's gonna get.
Yeah, mute yourself right now. Yeah. And if you
No,
don't
you
move
can
more
say
quick-
it, Callum. You can
No,
say it.
no, no.
No,
She says
no,
it.
whoa, 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 whoa,
No.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Right now, I feel like the balance we're starting to balance a bit now. You get me? Before we was like this, and now we're like.
Now turn your camera off. Turn your camera off. I don't know if it can read your lips.
All right,
I don't know if it
so
can read your lips.
wait a minute. So we batted them up, Diaz hat trick, and then we
Yeah.
said, you know what? You man are gonna watch us train. That's
No,
crazy.
they joined in. Javi Alonso accepted a training session invitation,
Drift,
and they
we
came
weren't
to
training
AXA and
that day.
trained with us.
But we weren't training that day. So they
Obviously,
done
it
their
wasn't
session.
our proper training where you're doing tactics and all that kind
they
of
done
stuff.
their session.
Yeah.
But they came and had a kick about AXA, man.
Oh no! Look at what he's doing. Look at what he's doing.
What's he done?
I've let it out.
What's he done?
Sitting
Oh,
there-
Carl, what have you done? I don't know what he's done.
I said it on mute, so
Yeah, it can lip read. How do we know it can't lip read?
What did he say, Tom? I couldn't lip read Vladimir.
He was doing the same sort of celebrations he was doing around Moises Caicedo. That's all I'll say.
I didn't say.
So all I'm saying is,
If
back
you
to
say that
proceeding.
statement ever again,
4D
Callum,
Get
chess,
ready
you
for the
know.
Ornstein bomber, man.
4D chess, I'm telling you, like, why on earth would you walk around? And the thing is, AXA's a beautiful place. So it's all just like, why do you think Frimpong is so happy to come to Liverpool? He's
'Cause
seen
he's
how
got-
great it is.
Yeah, no, of course. He's got his brethren
seen
there
how
as well,
great it
obviously.
is,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. 100%. 100. You got
Boy, and him and Florian weren't walking around the same
No.
training ground, no?
Bro, no. What I'm saying is, it definitely helps when you've got a countryman of some sorts. Like that's why I say, like in terms of Jurgen Klopp, I'm not saying it'll be the be all end all, but if Jurgen Klopp was still a director, that 40% that you think drift, I'm changing that to like 60, 70, bro.
I know.
Do you
I
get what I'm
hear
saying?
you. I hear you. But look, like I said, I'm being very optimistic. I think this is going to be a big summer. I've got a feeling that we might have one of them summers where we can't even believe our luck. That's me. Like I remember that Alisson Flacco summer, Naby Keita. I couldn't believe what was happening.
Bro,
It was
I had tears in
dreamland.
my eyes.
It was absolute dreamland. And I'm looking at this summer right now with Matt, Rodrigo.
Don't get me. I know. Bro,
I hope it's just you two looking at this summer excited. I'm not having a third one do it. I hope it's just you two getting excited about this.
Tom, can we stop this Callum bullying campaign? Honestly,
What?
Sound.
Can you stop just doing this Callum thing? Just show some respect, bro. You ordered the Kop-Ish.
Someone
This
put a
coming
super
from
chat in.
Sam.
Someone put a super chat in the comments and is now high and mighty.
I mean,
Wow.
the right message, but the wrong messenger. Surely, like,
Like I'm just, come on, man. What's this? Can you stop bullying Callum?
Matt,
guys?
I see you. I see you.
we're not
Rumor
wrong,
has
guys.
it that picture was taken at AXA.
After there's trading. Hey, listen. I'm not gonna lie though.
I'll be honest with you though.
Yeah.
One thing quickly.
You go.
In order for everything for you guys to say to happen, and it can happen, it's not that crazy. There needs to be a couple of sales that will get you guys pissed off.
All right, so before you go there, I'm going to ask Matt a fantasy question about football, and I want to see where you're at.
Go on.
Tchouaméni and Isak,
Yeah.
or Florian and Rodrigo?
You're taking the piss. What?
Say that again. Say that again.
Say
Say
again.
that again.
Say it again.
that should be-
Tchouaméni
should
and
be an easy
Isak,
answer.
or Florian and Rodrigo?
It should be an easy
Nah,
answer.
Isak
considering what we
is
need.
many. Isak is
Yeah,
many.
what's what we need?
No, I'm going the other one.
Nah,
I'm going
Isak.
Rodrigo first.
Nah,
I'm going Rodrigo.
I think if we sign Isak and Tchouaméni, we'd win the quad.
Hold on. Someone
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
what?
yeah.
Something happened, or you
Yeah.
just. Hold on.
It's Fabrizio doing his fucking thing again.
Was
Here
he
we
just
go.
retweeting?
Here we go for Frimpong. Could
soon.
be any second.
Here we go
Is it-
soon. This is what he does now, isn't it?
Oh no,
I'm not
Matt,
gonna lie.
we just got a new one.
If you put
Here we go.
Rodrigo,
Could be
yeah.
any second. It could be any second now. What the fuck does that mean? It could be any second now. Ooh. You know, put the fries in
Tom
the
came
bag
up with a
and just
hard
break it up
Scouse
with it.
accent for a second, boy. Man, I said, what the fuck does that mean?
See, that's how you do an accent, Mr. Sanderson. He did not sound like he's from Birmingham or London there. See,
I'm not
like you
like,
sound
ask Matt and
Russian.
Drift, I actually do very good accents. I'm not
No,
gonna
he's
lie.
pretty. No, Carl's actually pretty good. You know,
I do
at
very good
accents.
What's the best accent you can imitate? Go for it then.
I don't want to do on here because I think it might be offensive to some people, and I just don't.
Which
wanna get
one?
Oh,
No,
like
Put in the
Russian
private
Arab one
chat.
was
I think I
offensive
know.
people.
I think if it's the same one that I can do well, it's I could probably do that as well.
Yeah, just put
I
in the
would
private
probably
chat.
say Cal's better at mimicking an individual more so than an accent. Like if you ask Cal to do an
Oh,
impression of
point,
somebody,
actually.
then Cal can do
Yeah,
the
That
impression.
would
Mike
definitely
Tyson.
get you
No,
cancelled.
you're right, Mike
Yeah,
Tyson.
That would
get me
definitely
cancelled.
get you cancelled.
Yeah, like,
Seriously?
That's not my one,
Yeah,
though. That's not
yeah,
my
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Get
But
me
I think I could do that, but we're getting shut down immediately.
Yeah, my one is their neighbors.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Their neighbors is my one.
Sorry,
Matt,
Tommy,
before we
keep
move
this
on,
deep.
I need
Yeah,
an answer.
shout out
need
to
an
I can do
answer,
Mike.
bro.
I can do Mike Tyson's one. I can do gigs. Like, there's a few I can do.
Yeah,
Conte.
yeah, yeah.
This is unacceptable.
What the fuck was that?
20 years with his owner, we mean nothing.
Bobby sound like Mario, blood. What's going on?
What's that? That was awful, brother.
That was very good. That was very good. That was
That's
amazing.
not Conte, bro. That's just some random Italian
It
down
sound
the
like
No,
Mario.
it sounds
It's
exactly like
me,
Conte.
Mario.
That was
Luigi.
exactly like Conte.
Luigi.
Come on, man.
Wow.
Yeah,
Che
that was
schifo.
awful.
Che schifo.
Oh,
Man, it's
man.
getting worse, bro. It's not
Mario
getting better, it's getting
64,
worse.
you know. Oh, you lot are killing me. All right. Should we move on
Matt,
to the
I
next
need an
one?
answer before we move on.
Sorry. Shimmy,
I just need to know where you're at.
No. I think there's a more pressing concern for me for the number 9. So I'm gonna go Isak.
You
And obviously we get-
thought no fun.
I'm gonna go Isak.
Imagine having a Salah, Verde,
Bro,
Rodrigo
stop.
from 3.
Why are you crashing out?
I don't understand.
And
You're
Schumann,
crashing
bro.
out on Isak
But
and
it is-
Schumann. Are you mad?
Because
Are you
because
crazy?
You're passing up on the best number 10.
You're
slash
fucking
goal sign
taking
on
the piss,
planet.
lad. You're taking the fucking piss.
Tom, you give me
it's-
Schumann
I
and
don't see
Isak.
that.
Tom, you give me
You're bringing-
Schumann and
you're
Isak.
bringing-
and
you're
I
taking
live
a
with
fucking
Robertson
piss.
for you.
I'm not having it, lad.
You bring me Chouameni to the table. What do I want with
Yeah,
Chouameni?
to the table.
He's
I would
He's
rather,
the number
I would
6.
rather,
Chouameni.
He's
I
a
would
destroyer.
rather, I would
He's
rather
a
have Adam
destroyer.
Morton. I'd rather have Adam Morton. I'd rather have Adam Morton. I'd rather have Adam Morton.
Chicken and chips.
He's just too.
So
He's
Matt, are you
fucking
are you giving up the attack of
Chicken.
Rodrigo versus
Yeah.
Salah Diaz?
Yes. To have
Bro,
Isak, yes.
here's the thing. The trade-off is either you get Isak or Floyd, because those are the 2 A-listers in each of those categories, yeah?
Oh, I thought Rodrigo was at
No, bruv. I rate Rodrigo, but bruv, if you gave me a chance, if we could only sign one, either, for example, Isak or Rodrigo, bruv, it's Isak. We have a pressing concern for a number 9.
No,
bruv.
I know. All right, what if it wasn't Diaz playing the 9 then? What if we got Delap? So what if it was Delap up front with Rodrigo, Salah?
I feel like you're
and
just
Wirtz?
trying to change my mind for some reason.
I'm just asking.
I see what you're doing, fam. I see what you're doing.
With striker though. Why are we signing? I don't need a lap in this situation.
I see what you're doing, but
I'll commit to Florian Wirtz.
No, I'm not accepting that answer. Let me try something else.
You know, Matt. You know what? He's signing Isak, but he's injured the whole season. Who we having then?
Yeah, no. Seriously, I think because you use Isak. If you said now, I don't even know, bro. If you said if you didn't say if you said, trying to think of a striker that's not.
All right, Chouameni and Alvarez or Rodrigo and Wirtz.
See, that's more likely to get me to say that one. I'd rather have Alvarez than Isak.
See, I don't know, but we
I'm
gotta move
still
on,
going
we gotta
to
move
many
on, we gotta move
Alvarez.
on.
100%.
I cannot pass up on
I don't
the
know,
idea. The idea of a Salah, Wirtz, Rodrigo front 3. Bear in mind, you get the two of the best under 23 attackers on the planet. So you're sorted for the next however many years.
Can I not speak
the long
anything
term.
about this? Can I not?
No,
say-
because we want them, Cal. We want them. As far as you're concerned, it's the Bayer Leverkusen guy and the Real Madrid guy. You're not allowed to mention them by name.
Callum, by the way,
I'm being mad
could
aggressive
be-
today, you know.
Tom
You know
could
what?
be
We
your
do it.
son's
We do
age.
it.
Call like that
Stuff.
kid in the park, like-
I'm happy. I'm happy for a laugh and a joke like, haha, Benjamin Sesko. I want Wirtz more than you believe. I'm not having this man who has been injured, who's injured Stiller, who's injured Schlotterbeck, who has injured Ousmane Dembele, who has cursed Ryan Cherky, Chouameni, Caicedo, Kvaratskhelia. I'm not having him jeopardise the one transfer I've been properly excited for in the last 5 fucking years since Thiago Alcantara. I'm not having him cost me that.
Man said him.
Callum,
You
by
know
the
what
way,
we're treating
Tom,
Cal like?
Tom,
We're treating
Tom could
Cal
be
like
your
the guy at the
son's age,
park,
and
yeah?
he's talking to you
It's
like
his
this.
ball, but we're flinging him in goal.
They're not
No,
that's
playing
what
goal.
we're
We're making
treating
him
him.
be
I'm not
we're
even putting
making
him in
him be
goal.
referee, bro. We're
I'm
making
not-
him be
no.
referee.
Yeah, linesman.
No, we're chucking him behind the we're chucking him behind the goal. So whenever we hit a shot and it goes wide, he's got to go pick up the ball and get thrown back.
Ali,
to
where
us.
the fuck?
Wow, man said
Ball
you're the
boy.
send out. Man's the
He's
one
ball
that goes
boy.
and gets the ball when it goes out of bounds, you know.
All I'm saying, Salah on the right,
Okay.
Leverkusen guy on the left, and Ipswich guy through the middle, and Leon guys are coming in rotation. We're winning everything.
Liam Delap up front. How have I gone from Isak and
Right,
Wirtz to Liam
guys,
Delap? Oh
I've
my
got
god!
some news from Fabrizio. Big Ali sent it to me. So this is from Fabrizio.
Please do it in the accent, Matt.
Well, Fabrizio, but the Mario accent. Nothing is decided. No, I can't do that. I can't do it. Listen. Nothing is decided for Florian Wirtz. Nothing at all. Bayern remain convinced they are clear favourites. Liverpool had contacts with people close to Wirtz. Liverpool want to be informed on the situation. It depends on how it evolves on the player's side.
Bayern Munich are always going to think that they're in control because they've
had a clear run up until now, basically.
Yeah,
no one's
they
really...
they're used to being in control, but they've never gone up against Liverpool for a player, so this will be interesting.
Was that I could not put no sister severe lack of mention from a certain Manchester City there.
You're right. Yeah, he didn't. The quote that's come off Anfic sector via Fabrizio. There's no mention of Man City at all.
F Man City.
So you know what, Hassan? They've realized you might look like Beyonce, but you're handing out things that you can't get rid of. It's less
Or
attractive.
you might look like Beyonce, but you got a Brahmi accent.
Bruv, leave the Brummies alone, man. Jesus.
I'll be honest with you, Callum. If Tom spoke to me like that when we were in the same country, I'm pulling up and we're gonna exchange hands. He could literally be your son's age, and look how he's disrespecting you publicly on the Kop-Ish thing. You're a 2-hour drive away from him. I'll be pulling up with boxing.
Hold on.
This guy just shouted at you in your own
So
backyard.
toxic, it's unreal, you know.
In your own backyard, he just
hold on a
screamed
minute.
at you like this.
Cal, this is the guy who says that it's
You
not
are
love
double
unless you
his
get
age.
stabbed.
He just turned 18 last
He's not
week.
double my age. Sam, he's not. Cal is not 46. Cal is not double my age.
Yeah, listen, we've established.
I couldn't be Tom's
Oh,
dad.
so I draw the line. I say something. Whoa,
Yes, he could have been Tom's dad. What do you mean he could have been Tom's dad?
46?
Yes,
Can't be Tom's dad.
No, he couldn't.
Yes, he can. What do you mean?
No, he probably actually. I don't.
No, scientifically you could.
I am
No,
23.
yeah, scientifically you actually.
No, yeah,
could.
scientifically
I am
you could.
23.
You ain't seen a 16-year-old have
You
a
know how
child?
young
Come
I
on
would
now.
have been. Do you actually know how young I would have
It
been?
doesn't mean it ain't
It don't
possible,
matter. It don't
bro.
mean say it's not impossible.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it ain't possible.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
come on, man.
Cal,
At that age, Cal, the
how old-
swimmers are at their maximum, bro. They're like Michael Phelps at that age, bro.
Yeah, exactly, bro. When you're 16, 17. Come on now.
How many uninvited visits did you get from them in your young teenage years? Bro,
That's a
you know what
lot.
I mean?
Still, that's a lot.
All right,
One
Jamie.
second.
All
Now
right,
we're
Jamie,
going to
let's
do
fucking hell.
biological
First of all,
topics.
how we got here? Honest to God.
Tom,
You
what's the power?
really want me and Tom to have a scrap, don't you?
Bro,
I
you see
think
how the
you're
way he
forgetting how
spoke to you?
toxic Hassan
Rewind the
actually is.
stream. Rewind the stream. Watch the way he spoke to you. man.
I have all the respect in the world for Cal as a,
This is
as a
a
human
start-
being.
clearly-
It's not
Tom, you
transfers.
don't have
It's
to
not
justify
transfers.
yourself, bro. This
It's
is
not
the second
transfers.
time Hassam's got tried to get me and Tom to have a fight. It's
I
the
know.
second time.
He's
Oh
a-
yeah, I'm the
honest to God,
toxic one, but
he's
you guys abandoned each other
gaslighter.
within a week.
He's a
Why did me
gaslighter.
and Matt? Why did me and Matt not abandon each other? Huh? Have you ever asked yourself
Because
this
you know
question?
what? You know what,
Matt's got
Sam?
the toxic trait as well. Matt's got the toxic trait as well.
Yeah, me and
Also,
Matt didn't abandon each
Cal,
other once.
Cal,
Not
do
once.
you know what helps you drive a wedge between people? When every single stream there's videos being played that you can't control and fake images being put up and drama in the comments. I never saw the fucking image of Hassam on someone's shoulders, did I? No,
That's
but
a lie.
apparently
I'm
I
literally
got
in the
that
Callum
out.
diss track.
Me and you
That's
got
a
that
lie.
every
I'm in the
week for
Callum diss
fucking 2
track.
months.
Allow it. You're a liar because I'm in the Callum diss track. Allow it.
Oh,
Big up Link as
you're
well.
happy to be in.
Big up Link who's in the chat as well. With just catching strays from Hassan for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
Mr. Link,
But
you're
you
from
know what?
Birmingham.
I think we're forgetting the key ingredient to this
I'm sorry.
toxicity. This man sat here on the stream and told us it's not love until you have a stab wound.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah,
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Crazy.
a woman don't
Okay.
love you unless she wants to stab you.
I said if a
Habibi,
woman
it can't be love if she doesn't
threatens
stab
to
you.
kill you,
It can't be
she
love
loves
if she doesn't try to stab you or kill you. What are we doing?
no, that's not what I said, guys. That's out of context, man. That's out of context. I said if she threatens to kill you. So if you're outside
Oh,
together,
that makes it better.
one second. Tom, you know nothing about love. You know nothing about love. You're a fucking fetus in this world. So here's the thing, Tom. Here's the thing, Callum. So you're outside. You're at a restaurant. The waitress comes, okay? You give a hard look at the waitress. If she doesn't look at you and say, I'm going to kill you if you look at her like that again, that's not real love. Yeah, but
I mean,
she's
that
not
sounds like
actually
insecurity
going to
and
kill you,
jealousy,
though.
bro.
It's the threat that counts. Do you get it?
Sorry.
Here we go.
Hold
Here
on
we
a
go.
minute. Hold on a minute.
Here we go.
I sit there and I stare at another woman. I sit there and try and woo this woman whilst I'm on a date with my missus, and I'm not the one in the wrong. She's the one in the wrong. She doesn't say, "I'll kill you." I don't know. I think
Listen, you guys are doing this shit like it's a joke, but you're not getting. No one understands my point, guys.
No,
okay?
I get what you're saying. I get what
You're
you're saying.
outside.
You know
You're on a
what I'm
date.
saying?
No,
We
one
just
second.
don't agree, bro. We just
One
don't
second,
agree.
Hamid. One second. You're on a date, okay? You're on a date. You're sitting with your woman across from you. The waitress comes. The waitress is fit. She's hot, okay? You look a bit too much at the waitress. When she leaves the table, your girl looks at you and goes like, if you look at her like that again, I'll kill you. She's obviously not meant, like, she's not going to pull out a knife and kill you, but it's the threat that makes you fall in love with her because she knows, like, you're the one for her. Do you get it? Like, that's the thing. Like, it's the possessiveness in women that I love. I love possessive women. I love psycho bitches. Nothing wrong with that.
There we go.
There's nothing wrong with that, man. You guys are
There we go.
fucking boring, bro. Nothing wrong
Yeah,
with a
I am,
psycho
bro.
girl.
I am Hassam. I am boring,
Bro,
bro.
nothing wrong with a psycho woman, bro. Nothing wrong
Hassan,
with
there is nothing better, more attractive than calm peace, bro.
Oh, bro.
What are you saying, bro?
All
Man wants
day.
the toxic, crazy. Nah, bro. I can't agree with you, bro. I can't agree with you. At
There's
all,
a reason
bro.
why this stream is your favorite stream of the week because it's the most toxic. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, Hassam just sitting there. We're so boring, Habibi. We sit here and watch Netflix. Why don't you try to stab me? Why
You're
you
always
trying
nice
stab
to me. You do things for me.
That's not what. Now you're doing too much.
I
That's
look,
not
I
what I'm
look,
saying,
I look
guys.
at the waiter last week. You don't even threaten to kill me. You don't even love me, Habibi.
Is that,
You
babe, I
don't
need
even
to live
love
in
me,
fear.
Habibi. You're just
I
a
need to live in
fraud.
fear.
I
What are we
think I'm
doing?
just from a different part of the world, and Arab women are mad. I can't even lie to you. Like, very jealous, you know? So it's just what I'm used to. I like jealous women.
I blow a kiss to another woman. You don't even do anything, Habibi. I just at least.
So you want your girl, Callum, for you to sit there, you can go hug another woman and kiss her and stuff, and she'd be like, okay.
No, no one wants
Oh,
some
Wait,
muck.
At no point in your thing. At no point in your thing did you say, you know what? The waiter's gonna come
Like,
over. I'm
she's
just gonna
about
stand up
she's
and snog her.
just supposed to go like, I've decided to recouple. That's it. Of course not. Like,
Oh, and
you
then the
want
fucking
someone
Love
with
Island
emotions.
Has
That's one
Sam
of the
changed
most
it to she
feelings.
goes
I
to
don't
the
want
toilet
fucking
and catches
robot.
you hugging the girl round the
Yeah,
corner, you know? It's
yeah,
like that's a totally different thing, bro.
bro.
That's totally
Okay,
different.
guys,
bro.
everyone here, okay, everyone in the chat and these guys on the panel are fucking waffling. If you're with your girl and you're looking at a different woman in some type of way, she will get mad. I want so let me just put it this way: forget the killing.
I'm not having a.
Forget the killing thing. I want the girl that gets mad. I don't want the girl that goes like, "Oh, let's look with each other." I don't like that shit. I want my girl to be like, you know, obviously when I say
fine.
kill you, I'm exaggerating. I mean, like, you know,
You're not
pinch you over
exaggerating.
here,
You're
like
definitely not.
just
You're
give you a
not.
pinch, like while you
You're not
looking. type
exaggerating.
thing.
You're,
Come on.
No,
you're definitely
in
not
that moment,
exaggerating.
you just need to be able to read the body language, tell that you've upset her, and then say, "Do you know what, babe? I'm actually sorry. That was my bad." And then she's like, "Thank you." And then you get on with the date, bro.
Drift, you're
What the
lying.
fuck kind of
No, wait,
Shakespearean relationship is that?
Drift, you're lying now. You're lying now. You're lying now.
Thank you.
I've always been married for 8 years, been with my missus 14 years. If she catches me staring at another woman, bro, and I just say, "Oh, sorry, babe, sorry about that, my bad," it's not just gonna finish there, bro.
Thank you. Now we're talking real shit.
Yo,
bro.
maybe
Thank
she
you.
might remember it.
No, bro, she's gonna address it. She's not gonna threaten to stab me because that's not gonna happen. But but she's definitely gonna have her attitude and she might have a go at
Yeah,
me.
she's
And
gonna have
right-
an
No,
attitude,
Cal, I'm
thank you.
talking about the ideal scenario in that moment. I'm
Yeah, but
talking
the
about the
ideal
best
does
way
not
to deal
exist
with
in
it.
No, but
relationship.
yeah, even that's not ideal though, Drift. Like I'm sorry.
Well,
if
that
I'm-
she showed you her disappointment through her body language and her facial expression,
Bro.
and then it's for you to
No.
realize
Bro,
that you've made the
if
mistake
I'm
and
walking-
apologize.
If I'm walking down the street with my missus and I see her doing this and up and down in the guy, I'm like, have you lost something?
Are you
alright?
mad?
Yeah,
No,
like,
I promise you lot. I promise you lot. I'm looking at her in a
smoking
way
something. What is
that
what
she
I want.
realizes how serious it got all of a sudden. I ain't even raising my voice or saying anything.
no, I'm not raising my voice, but I'm
It's the way
asking
I
a
look
question.
that will make her understand what's happening here.
Nah,
I
bro,
don't
I'm-
even
I'm-
need to speak in that
No,
moment.
we're having a conversation there.
I
and
don't
then.
even need to speak in that moment.
we're having a
That's just
conversation.
me. That's just me. The
I'm
look
going
out.
to ask her, have you lost something? What are you looking for?
I'm just
Okay,
saying.
guys, let's take a step back here. Okay, let's remove to like the whole "I'm gonna kill you" thing. I just want a woman who wears her emotions on her sleeve. Yani. I like a woman that express her frustration, and sometimes I do that on purpose because if I don't want to be with a robot, I just don't.
Sometimes I
sorry.
deliberately piss the woman
I
off.
fucking hate
Just so I know if they love
robotic
me enough.
women. I hate that shit. I'm sorry. I don't like robotic
You're
women.
going to purposely pee off your spouse for what? And a reaction. You're
Yeah,
tapped,
because I like
You are
when she gets I like when a woman gets angry because
Look
of
at
jealousy.
him, bro.
Because of jealousy, I
He's
said.
reminiscing, Cal. Look, he's actually
Because of
reminiscing.
jealousy, I said, Yahi, relax. Because of
Bro,
jealousy.
He just said, I love when a woman gets angry because of jealousy. But he's tapped. He's tapped.
No, I'm not
He's
tapped. It's beautiful.
He's tapped.
It's beautiful. It brings out the best in her. You don't like.
What?
I'm bringing the best out of her. Yeah, it's the truth. You don't know. You don't know about posting your biceps on Snapchat. You don't know about that
Well,
shit. Right there.
well, you just don't want a woman to stab you. You just don't love it enough. You don't want a woman to stab you. You don't want a woman to be pissed off with you.
You don't know about posting your biceps on Snapchat.
Okay, guys, everyone in the chat, all three of these guys want, this like robotic woman who just sits there and allows you to do whatever.
No, I just
No.
want peace, bro.
I'm
I
sorry.
just
I want
just
heavy
want
metal
peace, bro.
relationship.
That is it,
Not
bro.
heavy
I just
metal
want
relationship.
peace,
That's what I
bro.
want. I don't want, pass and move. I want heavy metal. I want heavy metal. I don't want.
Bro, I'm
tic
telling
tac.
you, that toxic shit is for the birds, bro.
Yeah, forget
Like,
that, bro. I ain't got
Nah, bro, I can't live
No,
like that,
listen,
bro.
it's just we're from different
It's
environments.
exhausting,
I
bro.
love that.
Nah, it's exhausting, bro. I can't do
Listen,
it.
when I got engaged, I posted my biceps public story on Snapchat, and it was a beautiful day.
Let me ask you a question.
If she had no reaction, by the way, I would have left her because it means she doesn't love me.
So
And
let me
that's-
ask you a question then. You'd want this sort of woman when you have kids as well?
Yes, what's wrong with that?
Nah, you haven't.
You
lived
need
life,
some
bro.
fun in your life, man. Fucking hell,
Right,
bro.
dog.
Just have some
I'm telling
fun.
you now, as a man with
Yeah.
3 kids, the last thing I need is a toxic woman. That's the last thing I need.
Guys, you're talking about like nuclear waste. I'm just talking about sprinkle of toxicity every now and
Yeah,
then.
you're talking about someone who would actually kill you. I just want someone who threatens to kill me. A big difference.
This is what I hate when people do that. Guys, can we? Okay, so you're walking down the street. Your woman is on your arm, and you're walking with each other. And this bad woman passes by on the other side of the street. You're eyeing up that woman, and your girl catches you. What is more dead? What is more like a shit?
I wouldn't be eyeing
base-
her up.
What is no, but that's not the point, Callum.
My eyes are firmly switched
Pastor
forward.
Callum over here. Relax, Pastor. Relax, Pastor. Okay, we're not at a sermon. Calm down, Yahi. Let me give you the fucking hypothetical. So she's on your arm, and this bad woman passes across from the other side of the street, and you're looking at her, and your girl catches you looking. In that moment, what is a better relationship, even health-wise? If your girl gets angry because you're looking at another woman, or if your girl is like, whatever. I'm saying, I just want the woman that like at least pinch me, go like, why are you looking? I like that shit. Nothing wrong with that, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but you went too far with the saying she's not bothered. In that moment, you would want a woman who would be like, "Are you taking liberties?"
Yeah,
do you know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Exactly.
All right. No, but then like you just keep going and you don't hear about it again. It
Yeah, but
sounds
even
like
Callum
you want it to
disagreed.
be
It doesn't
4
end
hours
right
later.
there.
You
It does
want
not
to be
end right
4
there. I'm
in the
sorry.
restaurant, and then she's still talking about when you was looking. Nah, that's toxic. I don't need.
Yeah,
that.
but it doesn't end right there though. Even Callum disagreed with you. Who said it ends in that very second? Oh, she's gonna bring that
we
up.
all know that they will put it in the memory bank and it might come up.
Yeah,
some
she will
point.
bring
We
it
know.
back up again. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
we
saying.
know, but like, I don't want it ruining the day. I don't want it to be the topic for the rest of the day. You know.
Listen, it's up to you what the topic is for the rest of the day. You know? But all I'm saying is, I just want an emotional woman. Nothing wrong with that. I like relationships that are entertaining and fun, not boring. That's all I'm saying.
There's
Well,
nothing
go
wrong with a bit of
go-karting,
window shopping,
bro.
but I don't want
And
to
if-
be
and by
killed
the way,
because
if
I
a
had a
girl
bit of
that's-
window shopping.
If a girl gets jealous, it's proof that she loves you because you only get jealous for the people that you love. That's just the
Not
truth.
necessarily. You can be possessive without being in love.
There's a difference about.
So who can I be possessive of? Or
There's
possessive
a
of
difference
or not
about
love?
your girl being jealous or you making your girl feel jealous or be jealous.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to test
You
drive.
don't have to.
Sometimes you have to try first.
I
baby.
don't
want
need to
see
hit
your
the
reaction.
hornet's nest to know the hornet's gonna sting me.
I,
Yeah,
so
do you know what I
I
mean?
didn't
Like-
post.
Yeah,
I didn't
fact.
post a Snapchat
Man said,
story
you know
for like
what?
a month.
I need
for
to
like
see
a
if this
month.
lion's gonna bite me. Let me go in there and slap it in the face. Let me see if this lion's really about it. Let me jump in this lion's head.
Can we stop
Bite
doing
me.
all these analogies because they don't work in relationships, mate? Like it
You
just
quite
doesn't
literally
work.
just said, I need to see if my woman loves me enough. So let me just deliberately piss her off.
Yes, because if okay, so you attempt. Okay, so I will tell you exactly what happens. So you get engaged. You don't post anything, nothing. You're a good guy, calm guy like me. You get engaged. You post public. You post biceps public story, right? Now I want to see how she will react. If she has no reaction,
On the day
Then
of the
خلاص.
engagement.
by 1 second, Habib, 1 second. If
So
she
that's
has
the
no
that's
reaction,
the memory you want her to have on the day you propose.
What-
bro.
what- what-
no,
what-
I'm not saying the
What is
day.
supposed to
I'm
be the
not saying
happiest
the
day of
day.
her life,
Chill
and
out.
it's you sitting there
But
going,
why
"Oh,
are
Matt,
these
this
let me
guys
see if I can
changing
piss
my
her
life?
off."
What are you talking
Matt,
about?
this is your tag team partner, bro. This is your tag team.
I don't even know what's going on. I'm just what's going on?
Callum,
You don't want to know what's
Callum.
going on.
first of all, you
Toxic
had
mentality.
tape on your mouth when Salah signed his contract, and Thomas Little wanted to check the Korea and Mason Mount. Don't talk about my tag partner or
You
myself.
said slut
So
out.
back-
You said slut
So
out.
back to the topic. So not the day of engagement. Stop changing my word. Drifty, you're a yoga instructor. I realize you keep twisting statements. I did not say this. Okay. I'm just saying, guys. Okay. I'm just saying, guys. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying during that period, you post public picture. You have to see the girl's reaction. If she has no reaction, it means she does not have any care for you. But if she does have a reaction and she does get annoyed and she's like, why is all this other woman seeing this? Then it means that she actually has genuine feelings for you. There's nothing wrong with that. That's
Oh,
what
so
it's all
you
about.
so you mean you did deliberate first trapping to see
Yeah.
how annoyed she got?
So hold on, Hassam. What if the roles were reversed? on the day you propose to her, what if she posts a first trap video?
No, she
Or-
can never do reverse.
Oh, right. So it's double standards.
They're
double
all
Yes.
farming.
There's double standards in life. There's double standards in life.
No,
There's
he's
double
right. He's
standards.
right there.
That's
There's
true,
always
that's
double
true.
standards.
Yeah, there's always
That's-
double
that's
standards. I'm
fact.
sorry.
That's fact.
I'm sorry.
All right, should we get back to football,
Anyway,
guys?
back to proceedings.
Let's get back to football. All right, so
Fucking hell.
the next thing they talk about is the left back that Liverpool after, and that's Kerkez. However, Real Madrid want what's it? Benfica's left back. What's his name?
Herreras.
Yeah, they want him, but
Well,
if they
well,
don't get,
If we wanted them, we can't get them now.
but
The one
but-
said his
but
name.
If they yeah, for real. If they don't get him,
You're
apparently
gonna
they
let
wanna
him
try and
talk
get
to you
him
like that. That's your tag partner, by the way.
Alvaro,
There you
yeah.
go.
So they want him, but apparently they want to get Kerkez if that's not the case. Now, Tom, I'll start with you. Are you worried again about Liverpool might miss on another potential target with Real Madrid looming? It seems like Kerkez is their backup.
I wish that club would fuck off. From the bottom of my heart, I wish that club would go fuck off. They've given me nothing but pain over the last 10 years. I don't think they'll buy Kerkez. I'll be honest. I don't. Considering how fucking cheap they've been for the past 5 years, I'm shocked they've bought Huijsen. I wish whoever runs the fucking... You know what? Anfield sector on Twitter, I'm talking directly to you. Find out whoever runs Real Madrid's transfers and block them. Block them. Make sure they can't see who we're getting. Because that
You
just
know-
seems to be their transfer strategy.
You know they can just ask someone else to have a look at it. So
Carlos, stop trying to properly analyse me joke, please. It's a nice little quick one. Like, come on, man. There's no need.
You notice how when Tom and Callum make a joke, only both of them are laughing.
no.
The sense of humor is dry on that partnership right there. Very dry.
Sorry, we're not threatening to kill each other.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna lie,
Next time, Cal, I'll pull out a knife.
I'm back.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely.
Yeah, you're not threatening to kill him, but the guy half your age is insulting you in your own backyard on YouTube, and it's okay. Yeah, he's looking at you. He's like, "Don't you dare say this! You're gonna allow him to speak to you like that?" And he's half your age, fucking 18 years old. You know, when you were watching football, you're still a seaman in his dad's ball sack. But it's okay for him to talk to you like this. But I'm the toxic one. Fair. Do what you like.
All right.
Yes, you done a really lovely breakdown there, Sam, about how you're the toxic one.
No, that's why mine and have you
gaslit
seen
the
ever
si-
since the
gaslit the
collaboration
situation.
started? Ever
You
since the
gaslit the
collaboration
situation.
started, me and Matt have never stabbed each other in the back once. You guys have consistently stabbed each other in the back every single episode.
We're not. But
Every episode.
we're not
That's
tag
kinda
team
true.
partners anymore.
No.
We're not tag
Yeah,
team
that proves the point.
Oh
Me
right,
and Matt
I
are
was just
still
on the
going
Shawn
strong.
Michaels.
Yeah, they
No,
broke
no,
up. They broke up.
No, Paul.
What, he kicked Tom through the barbershop
You
window?
broke up.
Seriously?
Nah,
What was
I'll be
it?
honest.
What was it? Shawn Michaels and who's the other one?
Marty Jannetty.
Marty Jannetty, when
Jannetty,
he kicked
yeah.
him through Brutus the barber.
Yeah.
beefcake,
They're mashed up. They're mashed up now.
Barbershop
Nah.
window.
No,
They
we're,
mash
no,
up
it's
now.
Tom
not,
is
it's
more
not
like
that.
Scotty Too Hotty.
No, it's right.
Scotty too hotty. No, that's our boy thing.
It's Rock and Mankind. It's Rock and Mankind. We just went our separate
Guys,
ways.
let's try our hardest to try.
By the
and
way,
get-
Callum
it's so
really
ironic
racist.
that
Fucking
Hassan
hell.
said that Tom shouldn't be
Not
allowed to
humble,
tell
huh?
Cal to
Drake, The
shut up.
Rock. Well, who else?
How ironic is it that Hassan said Cal shouldn't let Tom tell him to shut up, but his wife doesn't love him if she doesn't tell him to shut up?
No, see, why are you twisting my statements? Now we're gonna have to change topic again. I never said tell me to shut up.
Guys, don't let
Matt,
Drift
Matt.
gaslight you. Listen,
Nah, it's done. It's done. We're too
Let's
far
get
gone.
back into the car. Hassan, Kerkez, are you still confident with Real
Matt,
Madrid?
we've been
potentially
walking for
winning?
like 2 miles. The car's back there, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm still waiting for you lot. You lot just went on some detour. I don't know where you lot are gone. I don't know where, but yeah.
We've gone to find the knife, apparently. That's where we've gone. We've gone to find the
Yeah.
knife somewhere.
That's
Tom,
what
you know, I have a dream when I visit the UK and I actually get the visa accepted. I want to fight you for charity. I have to. I would just want to just UFC, just MMA fight you, beat the shit out of you just one time, and we'll make it's for good cause. We'll give money to charity. We'll give money to like whatever charity of your choosing. If I win or you lose, we give money to charity. No problem.
Oh, what are you
No
gaining?
problem.
You just said Tom's half my age. What are you gaining from beating up Tom?
So you don't want people to be helped out from charity?
Oh, so
You're
that-
that much of a bad human being. You don't want people in need to get money. You don't think we have 1,000 people in the chat? People would fly from the US to watch that fight right there. 100% they would.
I'm not
But
gonna
I can't lie to you. I can't lie to you. Tom is like half my weight as well. So that's gonna
If
be
Tom
unfair.
beats you, you would never hear the end of it, bro.
It'll be over. You
No,
have to
if
shut
Tom
down.
wins, I quit YouTube.
Yeah, you'd have to. I can't
Like,
I can
you know that
imagine him
1%
catching him with a
chance that he
sharp
might
elbow
win.
and
I quit the
patting
platform.
him.
I quit the platform.
Forehead
I'll make a
bleeding.
new channel with a masked man, and I'll get a mic that changes my voice. I'll start doing gaming channel. and shit. Just quit.
Right,
Just
Sam,
just start a relationship.
I like how in
channel.
that situation as well, there was no sort of like, oh, do you want to do it, Tom? It was, oh, no, this is happening. If it doesn't happen, you hate charity.
Yeah.
I'm apparently the bad one if I don't agree to a fight that I don't want.
Yeah. So why are you scared, Tom?
Guess what, Sam? I just don't want to sit there one
I
day and
don't
go,
know
you know
what's
what, let's
going
just have
on.
a scrap.
These
I don't want to fight for no reason.
Yeah, but it's not a scrap. Charity is getting money for charity.
You are not going into this. I know you. You are not going into this with your sole purpose being, oh, let's do it for charity. If it was for charity, it would be a stream. We'll do a stream. We'll do
I
a
would
charity
actually,
stream.
after I'm done with Tom, I would like to fight Rere directly after as well.
This
That
is
one
for
right
personal
there.
pleasure.
That sounds
This
just
is for
calling people
personal
out.
pleasure. He's trying to
I love
use
that.
charity as a cover for his personal pleasure.
That's
He just wants to
not
punch
pleasure,
people up,
Tom. I
innit?
just want people in need to get help, bro. So,
Do a 12-hour charity stream then.
can I answer Matt's question about Kerkez? I did do a charity stream. You're on it. You're fucking on it, Scotty. You are on the charity stream. Scotty
Exactly,
to
and
Hottie.
exactly, and it went so well. Why would you not stick with what's working?
Guys, I'm trying. But
We could do it in a friendly manner.
they're on
You
a-
are
everyone's
correct.
in a
Listen,
madness
guys
right
in the
now.
chat. Guys in the chat. The guys, listen. violence is never the answer. On a real, I don't fight people.
This man.
I can't even give young men advice from this fucking
No, but,
Callum guy.
but while you're saying it, you're laughing. So you got to try and have a
No, but
straight
Callum
face.
started laughing, so he made me laugh.
Because you're
Okay.
chatting with this lies, bro.
Violence is never the answer, but I want my woman to threaten to kill me. That really gets me going.
So full of shit, Tom. Honestly, I'll just say this to the young man in the chat, guys. Violence is never the answer. Obviously, we're just joking around. Don't ever like go punch someone or anything like this. If like always try to solve problems peacefully. So the thing with
Just
why are
share
you
it with
laughing?
women with
The
your
thing
girl.
with Kerkez. Thing with Kerkez. I would not give a shit if we don't get Kerkez. I'll be honest with you. I'm not that high on Kerkez as like everyone else is. Like, oh wow, Kerkez is so like irreplaceable, bro. We could get Ait Nouri, I'm calm. We could get Istupinian, I'm calm. We could get Robinson from Fulham, I'm calm. Like there are so many good left backs, bro. Like there are a lot of good left backs. And at the end of the day, Robertson is done physically. Every single one of his crosses hits first man. He had his first assist in the 36th game, which is madness given the way that we play football. And I just want a left back that's like high and up the pitch, someone who creates chances, someone who's young, athletic. And I think we could find that profile like anywhere. I think you could find a good left back in the Belgian league, in the Russian league, in the like Bulgarian league. There's good left backs everywhere on the planet. It's really not that deep if we don't get Kerkez. And as a matter of fact, if you give me steak, I'm okay with not buying Heinz ketchup and buying the cheaper one. But give me steak though. Like, give me actual steak. If you give me Alexander Isak or Julian Alvarez and you tell me I'm going to go get this random left back from the Russian league, I'm shaking your hand right now. I don't give a shit. Because I'm trying. Do I think at the end of the day that Kerkez is worth 45 million? Like, is he 45 million good? No. Because I go over to Wolverhampton Wanderers and their left back is available for 20. Is he half the player? No, he's not. No, he's not half the player. So I would rather go pay that for him and then spend the rest of the money on the ribeye, on the T-bone, on the tomahawk. Let's go get that fucking striker because we have been starved for 3 years. So I don't want to eat coleslaw and potato salad alone. I want to eat steak. I want to eat rib. I want to eat tomahawk.
So what are we having with the steak, bro? Are we having rice, mashed potato, or chips?
Okay, Drifty, here's the thing. I'll be honest with you, and you know I'm being completely serious right now. If we go on a barbecue right now and the steak is elite, you wouldn't give a fuck about the sides. Don't lie.
Okay.
Don't lie. Be honest. Answer honestly right now.
No, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm having the best steak ever, I kind of need mashed potatoes or rice with it, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I do.
Yeah, that's calm. Mashed potato would be any left back. Mashed potato.
No, mashed potatoes elite, bro. That's top quality.
No, mashed potato ain't that good. It's just an average.
The way I
side.
make it is elite. But, you know.
Mashed potatoes, literally boiled potatoes with cream, milk, salt, and pepper. Come on. Like
Yeah,
Tom
baby
could cook.
potatoes. You're right, actually. Baby potatoes can bang as well. That's true.
There
You're
you go.
right.
See, easy. Problem solved. You know, but if you're looking more at like, oh, I need coleslaw and I need this and I need that and I need brioche bread, like no one gives a fuck, bro. If the steak ain't good, then the whole thing ain't banging. Let's go get steak, bro. That's all I'm saying.
All right, fair play. What about you? What about you, Jiv? What's your thoughts on the whole Kerkez thing? For you, is it Kerkez? Is he the number one target for you for left back, or would you're not really too bothered? A bit like Hassam, he doesn't mind if we lose out on Kerkez.
I'm a little bit on Hassam's wave. I'm not going to go as far as to say just go to the Russian league and get any random left back, but I do agree with him that there are a lot more. I think if you're looking at every position in the team that we need to buy or we need to upgrade on, right?
Yeah,
I think left back has the most options, so I agree with Hassam in that regard. I do think there's a shortage of right backs. There's a shortage of left wingers. There's a shortage of DMs. I don't think there's a shortage of left backs. I think there are quite a lot of good up and coming. Elite level, maybe no, but I think there's a lot of good left backs. I also agree with him that Ait Nouri would not be a grade down from Kerkez. He might not be as good defensively as Kerkez, but he's not a grade down. You get one from the other. You get something from one that you don't get from the other and vice versa.
Yeah, he's
Thank
better
you.
attacking wise than Kerkez.
Yeah, I do think it would be really crazy to buy Frimpong and Ait Nouri, though. Oh,
This is
dear
what I was
Lord.
gonna. This is what I
Oh
was
dear
gonna say.
Lord! Can you imagine the lack of defending if we
This
had
is what
8
I'm- bruv,
Nori
we'll
and
get-
Frimpong?
Carved up
Yeah,
differently. in my opinion.
we would definitely get carved up.
That comment.
But then you'd win every game like 4-3. Let's go.
That comment from Malcolm ain't a bad shot. Still,
All right, so Cal, as soon as you wanna
But I
be
think
edgy.
Kerkez is the
From
main
who?
target.
No, wait. Cal wants to be edgy. So Cal, you speak on the
Oh,
player that was brought up on the
fuck's
screen,
sake.
bro.
I don't think you're gonna put me on blast. I'm not gonna lie.
No, you know, you brought the
Owen
comment.
Beck. Fuck my life.
So what are you
bro.
saying, Cal?
I said
Come on.
Owen Beck.
What are you saying,
You have
bro?
no good taste. You actually have zero good taste. Tom as your
Come
tag
on.
team partner. Promote Owen Beck. Liam Delap. What's wrong with you, Callum?
Cal,
on,
what are you
man.
saying on the left back situation?
I think
Cal, I
Owen-
like going back as well. I'm on your side on this one.
you got Tom.
Oh, now they're partners again.
Your partners
Big ups,
again now. Look
Cal.
at that.
No,
Look at the
no.
fake friendship. Look at it. Makes me sick.
We're not partners.
That is- that was so forced.
We're not
Matt,
partners.
have we ever turned on each other? We haven't.
No, bro. No, never.
Can you ask Drake to sing Fake Love?
Me personally, I think
Yeah,
Owen
go.
Beck would become Robertson's replacement when he goes on a free.
Do you see him how you saw Conor Bradley? To give you props as well and credit, I'm going to give you credit for this. There was a time when we just had Trent and we were like, oh, who's the backup right back going to be? You did say Conor
No, well,
Bradley.
you in drift in particular said that Calvin Ramsey is the truth.
I said it's the truth. The truth. I said it's the truth. All right. I see what you're doing now.
You didn't, Matt.
No. I'm going to let you say what you want to say. Say what you want to say. Say what you want to say. Go on.
Callum, you said Ronaldinho is not elite.
I can't remember that. That stream no longer.
You said
exists.
FSG until the day I die.
That was AI.
You said Caicedo.
That was AI.
Cal,
That was AI.
if you're going to go down that route, yeah,
I wasn't going down any.
to remember, at end we could stop the trap. Okay.
There will never ever be a
Even
Matt
I've
diss
just got in
track.
the car now. I've got in the car and the car's just going down the road. No one's
There will
driving
never
out.
ever be a Matt diss track. He has way too many.
No,
good
but all
takes.
jokes aside, though, you did say Conor Bradley, and look how Conor Bradley's been I say mainstay, but he's been a very, what can I say, impressive right back when Trent hasn't played. He's now going to be potentially the first choice, even if we get Frimpong. There's competition there, but yeah, I know it's.
How's Calvin Ramsey gone?
Was that sorry?
How's Calvin Ramsey been getting on loan? If he's
I
the
don't know,
truth?
Tom. You're the one that does all the scouting with all the stats. You tell me, bro.
I'll tell you what. He's played 3 games all season, and he could.
So has he
Play
had
him
injury
next
problems?
to
Has
West
he had
Ham.
injury problems? Would you say?
I think he's probably.
I'm just asking a question, Tom.
I'll double check for you right now.
I know Tom already knows this,
I know
Play
mostly.
him
I just want to make sure
play
that I
him
get the
next to
correct
West
one.
Ham, Tom. Next to West
But no,
Ham.
all
like.
jokes aside, when it
Yeah,
was
I
when
will
Carl
play him next
speaking
to
about-
Westland, even
when
though
Carl was speaking
one's a
about
right back
Conor
and one's a
Bradley.
striker.
Nah,
No,
Bradley,
Calvin Ramsey's actually not missed a single game this season through injury. He's just shit.
Oh, fair play. If he's shit in it. We all have bad takes, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Nah,
but
nah,
they come at different clips. Like Callum and Tom, 90% bad takes. So
I actually don't. Here's the thing. I actually don't have bad takes. I just have very bad luck.
oh yeah, Mbappe is not top 10. Soboslai could be our KDB.
Mbappe-
Ronaldinho is
Mbappe
not
wasn't-
elite. FSG
I
until
still
the day
stand
I
by it.
die.
At the time-
Caicedo.
At the time,
I
the
would
time
I
Mbappe
would really
was
like
not-
Angelo Stiller injury. I would really like Ryan Shirky injury.
That's
I would
bad
really
luck.
like
That's not bad take.
That's low.
I really like Nico Schletterbeck injury. So
That's
that's
not
amazing.
bad take. That's bad luck.
I
bro.
want to play Liam Delap at Liverpool Football Club. You have
You're
fantastic.
gonna
taste.
see in years to come that you're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh now, but you see when Liam Delap goes to his next club and bangs, we'll see what everyone says.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
You said Delat's going to be in your Harry Kane, innit? Is that what you said, isn't it?
No, I didn't say that.
You sure?
Wow.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Cal.
I've
We're gonna add that to the crime.
No,
Cal.
don't do that. I've never
We're
said
adding that to the crime list.
I've never
And
said
our
he's
own
been
academy
Harry Kane.
player is not safe.
Drift, remember what Carl said about Liam Delap?
Callum
I'm
also
not gonna
brushes
lie,
his
I'm
teeth
not gonna
with
lie.
boiling
Harry
water.
Kane was mentioned.
But I didn't say he's the next Harry Kane
But why would you mention Harry Kane and Liam Delap, though, in the same
because
sentence?
of the way they both rose through the ranks and then became the player that they are, or become the player that Harry Kane is.
When did Harry Kane play for Ipswich?
He played for Leicester when Leicester were in a bad way.
Guys,
but
I'm not
Harry
even gonna
Kane
lie.
only played for Tottenham in the Premier League.
BlackburnRovers.co.uk. Beck's season comes to an end. We have bad news. Owen Beck is out for the rest of the season. Devastating.
Oh, you
Fucking
make
no.
it so hard.
Add that to the
You
crime list.
make it so hard.
Oh yeah, have you forgotten about his crime the other day as well? When we were speaking about Bajcetic played literally about 2 days ago. Bajcetic got injured, hamstring, I think, or muscle injury. Bajcetic is out as well. He just read a post about, I'm really, really sorry to leave you guys like this, because obviously the loan's it's done now, isn't it? Bajcetic is done as well.
Callum also said Ben
I'm
White
not joking,
over
by the way.
Trent.
I'm not joking. I'm being
I'm
deadly
not
serious.
joking either. He said Ben White over Trent.
Bajcetic is
And
done.
he brushes his teeth with boiling water.
That's a
Tom
lie.
wanted Mason Mount. Sorry. You get me once Guessand. So yeah, they suit each other like a glove. I'll be honest with you. Both of them horrible takes.com.
And you wanted Mourinho. You wanted Ugarte.
None of
wanted
anything you
Sergio
would say
Ramos.
about me, not a single
but
one
Tom,
of them.
you can't
is as
do
bad
that
as
because
you.
you wanted Rodrigo Muniz the other day. Stop it, Tom. Just allow it.
Yeah, you wanted money.
Sam wanted drift, bruv. It was I was hoping none of you guys knew, but I knew about this.
You knew about
Drift
it.
actually joined our
No,
team.
you know, this is becoming way too much of a coinky dink right now.
Yes. Even Drifty's turn. You're done.
Carl,
brother.
did you say
Liverpool
Tyler
lonely
Morton?
left
Wait, I forgot.
devastated.
Missy Carl. Carl, do you say Tyler Morton was generational?
He got injured for the rest of the season as well.
Oh, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, why
Sam's
don't you
not
do?
saying-
Why? You know what? Why don't you say this about other players? Why? You know, like when we were battling with City for years. Why didn't you just go? Oh, I love Rodri. No, I'm not wishing injury on anyone, but apparently it just seems to happen like this.
Ask Matt how many times I said I rate KDB.
He kept
and
on saying
Rodri.
Rodri's the guy. If we only had a Rodri does his ACL.
Callum, did you think Rodri deserved? Did you think Rodri deserved Ballon d'Or?
Do I think? Yeah.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Oh, Cal moving like the Final Destination movies. Well, his careers end the moment he says the name. It's like fucking Death Note. The moment
Do you guys remember 12 years ago, every time Aaron Ramsey scored a goal, someone died?
No,
Remember that shit?
I heard about
Carl
it.
didn't. Ronaldinho and Guy went prison in.
Yeah. He put Ronaldinho Gaucho in prison. But me and Matt are the bad guys. Why? Because Matt wanted Pacho and I wanted Ramos for a year. Oh, Ramos is not DMing OnlyFans girls.
You wanted Ramos and Jose Mourinho to come to Liverpool.
Yeah, so we could get Xabi Alonso on the sun.
You said slot out the day he signed for Liverpool.
That was just an emotional reaction.
Still a reaction.
No, the
bro.
slot
we
was
lost him.
emotional. He's already said that.
Yeah, that was just an
No,
emotional
already
reaction.
said that.
Okay, sorry,
He already
man.
Yeah, but Xabi Alonso. Okay,
He
but
already said
think
that.
about
He
this.
already said
Think
that.
about this.
Excuse.
No, but we can't. What we can't do is lie on the mic.
It's
Yes.
not
You
Lie
cannot
on
lie.
the mic, bro.
Nothing
Come
I've
on.
said is a lie. You really do brush your teeth with boiling water. That's true.
when have I brushed my teeth?
You have said it yourself. You have said it yourself. You went to a Cinnabon and it shut down because you ate there. And I'm supposed to think it's a coincidence.
Shut down.
Can you please never come to my country because we'll have a war?
I think there's only one
We're
left
the only
in
country
London.
in peace over here. I
What,
want to remain in peace.
the one in
I think
Westfield.
I think there's only one left in London.
But
now.
Drift, is there this new thing in Tesco? Have Cinnabon released something in Tesco? Or there's something in Tesco that everyone's going crazy for?
I haven't looked into it.
Okay.
I'm
I
not
think
gonna lie
Cinnabon
though, Cal.
overrated
This is
anyway.
getting freaky. This is getting really.
Cinnabon, you went to Cinnabon, not me. I didn't go to Cinnabon.
Yeah, it was me that went Cinnabon. To be fair,
It was Callum recommendation though.
No, it was Drifty's recommendation.
yeah. Thankfully, it was my idea. That's
Fairs.
I
But
don't know where
Owen
to go
Beck
from
left devastated. I'm not gonna lie. This is great. I'm
Bajcetic. Bajcetic got it
kinda-
2-3 days ago.
I'm lost for
Guys,
words.
can we stop bullying Callum? This is
Oh my god!
it's getting out of hand, guys. He's lost already. Khalas, it's done. There's no need. It's like
come through.
making fun of Man United. They're 16th, guys. Just let it go.
I just need one transfer.
Hold on. Jack's just said since Cal interviewed Fulham fans outside the ground, they've won 2 in 9. He's cursing the entire football club now.
Can you please interview City and Arsenal fans next year? I beg you. Just go to the Etihad game. I will personally fund
When
that.
did we play Arsenal?
That would have been about
October 27th.
I did fan cams there as well.
Did they go on a bad run after that?
They dropped well behind.
Oh
us.
yeah, because
Yeah.
they played 9. Drew. Hold on, they played 9. Drew.
Can you
They won
actually
3
go
out
to
of
the
9, I
Emirates
think,
and
and
the
drew the
Etihad,
rest. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
please go to the Emirates and the Etihad, Callum. I will personally fund it. I will wire you the money. Bank
So-
transfer.
I know, Matt. I'm not gonna lie. No, what we
And I
really
will
need to
source
do-
your ticket as well. I'm not even joking. I will get
No,
you a ticket.
Mr.
promise.
Link's got the.
Mr. Link.
We need to put this on the business account. We're sending Cal to Munich.
Can you? Yeah,
So the
make him just
Allianz
watch the
Arena
Bundesliga again.
specifically.
Yeah, we're
just go watch
sending
Bundesliga
Cal.
again.
Pack your bags, bro. This weekend, you're going Munich.
I can't. It's Stevie's birthday on Sunday.
Stevie will understand.
Family holiday to Bergen. Family holiday to Munich.
Hey, don't you want Stevie growing up watching Wirtz at Liverpool? You do.
No,
I'll
do you know
take
what?
Stevie out for his birthday while you go Munich.
Do you know what would be so scary though? If this actually happened and he went to Bayern, and let's just say he was able to like get into the to Allianz Arena and speak to people around the club, and next thing you know, Florian Wirtz is not going there. Cal, I'm not gonna lie. At that point, I'd say me and Jeff have got to make a decision. You might have to stay over there, bro.
Or maybe.
Cal,
I'm being
at,
real, bro.
at that point, we're basically using you like the fucking Winter Soldier from Marvel.
Yeah.
Anytime we've got a problem, we go in.
Yeah, you're harnessing
We give
my
him a
curse.
place. Go send
You're
him over to that club.
harnessing, you'd be harnessing my curse at that point. You'd be harnessing it.
Oh my days.
Hey
Right,
Matt,
right.
you know
next
when
thing is
you
a
know
part
when
of that.
them
We're gonna
guys
be
read it
super,
out
yeah.
like freight train. We'd have to be like Ronaldinho, Kylian Mbappe. Cal will be like trying to fight it.
Hey, as a matter of fact, Kylian Mbappe went to Madrid. They haven't won the league or the Champions League. And
Real
Ancelotti
talk.
got sacked.
One thing I will say though, Cal, Newcastle is a day trip.
Ooh, that is true.
We need Isak, bro.
That's true. Do you
In fact,
want?
we should send you on a tour. Bournemouth, Brighton.
I don't want Kerkez like that though.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I'm
okay,
sending
just
you
send him
Brighton.
Newcastle.
Well, you just said his
Now let's-
name now, so now we ain't getting him. Cheers, Cal. Flipping hell, bro.
You guys know the players I want.
Okay, so,
if you're
so
not willing
here's
to
the thing.
fund it, I'll go.
Oh
I'll
my
go.
god, I have a perfect thing for you. Newcastle play Everton May 25th, last game. Let's go. Do your thing. Let's go. If you go, Isak signs for Liverpool. It's done.
And then if he doesn't, I'll still get blamed anyway.
Yeah,
No.
it's your fault he didn't sign. Your presence put him off.
So I'm damned
That's
if
the
we
tag
do,
partner.
damned if we don't.
Bucky
Honest.
Sanderson. Fucking hell. There are so many random names.
I can't believe you said Kerkez. We ain't getting him, you know.
It's over. It's over.
So basically, during the summer, we send Cal to the clubs where we want to buy the players from, and then during the season, we send to the clubs where we want the players to not play well and get injured. So,
Bro,
fucking hell.
bro. It's game over.
Boy,
Yeah.
I think it's getting to that time. And should we do the Matt? Just do the super.
Did Cal try and buy a ticket for the Titanic for fuck's sake?
Yeah. Jeff, do you have to be supers, bro? Give me 1 second, bro. Give me 1 second.
Hold on.
Can I to you, Tom? The way you turned on Callum is unacceptable. You showed you're a backstabbing little fraud. I haven't turned on Matt
Wow.
once. They've given me so
Wow.
many different takes. I haven't turned on him once. You see how you turned on Callum?
Who said that
Guys?
turned on Cal?
It
He-
is
you've turned on yourself?
£25 one way for a flight to Munich at the moment.
He's actually checking.
I like how he said one way. He's not allowed back until Wirtz joins. I would get him on a 10, but I've got my mouth until Wirtz joins.
Flights to Munich. It's actually mad, bro. Actually bad.
Oh,
I can get him a one night stay in Munich for £189.
Is one night enough? Is one night enough? Wait, Leverkusen still have a game left, by the way. Leverkusen still have a game left. Are we risking sending him to that game?
Oh god.
Oh my
This is
god.
crazy.
I
This
feel
is
bad
crazy.
for Callum at this point.
Big up Justin with a super chat. And then Justin is back with another one. Big up yourself, bro. That Callum song will feed generations. Big up Kopish. My first and best Liverpool channel I've been following since Football Banter Show days. Big up yourself, Justin, man. Appreciate that, man. Big up, bro.
Big up.
David, Callum, please don't play no games. Run it back.
We'll end with it.
Justin also says, big up Tom Little and Don Hassan. Brilliant content when you five are on a stream. Champions 20 hashtag Kop-Ish. Now, big up yourself, Justin, man.
I'm going to be
Love
using
you.
Tom like a bar of soap because he's back on the channel again tomorrow. Let's go.
That's a big pause.
That's
I can't
a
lie.
massive pause.
That's a big pause, bro.
Said using him like a bar of soap. I don't know if that's plausible, to be fair, but fair.
No, this show is elite though. I'm not even trying to do the whole modest thing. Like, this show's elite. I love Fridays. Fonzie says, big up the panel, except that's a bit harsh, isn't it?
No,
And depends on that's for a wish.
Yeah. Fonzie's not been happy with me for a few months now, I'll be honest.
That's a bit harsh.
Everything we've said, and that's harsh. Everything we've said about Callum in the last hour and 40 minutes, that's where we draw the line. Come on now.
Let's bear in mind, we have just threatened to send Cal on a non-return ship to Bayern Munich until
Hey, you literally said leave him in Germany. This guy just said leave him in Germany, but Sandy Pants the transfer, which all problem.
Cal, I'm not gonna lie, it's only £183 to send you to Munich for the night plus accommodation.
That's actually not a bad deal still. What's the
Not a
accommodation?
bad deal at all,
He's
bro.
done both with it now, you know. He's
What's the accommodation?
Callum,
like?
I think for the people, you need to go and vlog it, and we need to try one time. If this actually works, get ready, brother! Hey, let's go. We're sending you to Madrid after.
Hey, do you want
We're
to
sending
know
you to
what,
Madrid.
Cal?
We're gonna
Look,
make you sleep in Madrid.
I'm gonna. It's gone up by £20 in the last 2 minutes. That's how crazy this
See,
is.
you
But look,
gotta get on it. You gotta get on
They
it.
might be onto me. Aye, that's all right, you know.
bro.
That's what I'm telling you. One day off, vlog it.
One night. One night, bro. 2 days, one night. What are you saying, Cal?
That's
Pack
not
the bag,
bad,
bro.
you know.
It's not bad at all, bro.
What is this?
All I
Is
need
this
to do is just hire a cameraman and interview
This
us.
is
Germany.
£209 flight and accommodation one night. Look how
So
nice
I
this
could
place
go
is.
there tomorrow and be back on Sunday for Stevie's birthday as well.
It's a win-win situation, bro.
And
Oh,
all we need
holiday in as well.
all you need to do is go to the Allianz and buy a buying shirt with Wirtz on it. That's all you've got to do. That's the extent of your
Yeah,
work.
that's it. That's
Cal,
it.
look, you can even take
No,
the
no, no,
missus,
no,
bro.
no, wait. That's not all he's got to do. He's got to interview Bayern fans outside Allianz as well.
Sorry,
Ask them,
yes,
do you think,
sorry, yeah.
do you think Wirtz is
100.
coming to Bayern? That's all you have to
Do you know what, Cal? Let's style it. Let's surprise the missus with a trip that she's not expecting to cheer her up.
Oh, let me see next. I'll get her to hold the camera and the microphone. While yeah. Without going down a real feature.
She might threaten to stab you then. She might threaten to stab you then.
Guys,
Oh,
listen, I
my
got to shoot. I
God.
got to do school
I've
run.
got
Love
to shoot
people.
as
I
well.
got to shoot. I got to shoot.
Yeah,
Score
yeah,
on,
no
guys.
worries, boys, no worries.
Love, guys. Big up, man.
My
And smash the
channel
like
is on the
button.
stream already. Big up.
That's what I'm saying. There's bare people in this. Come on, we got to smash the lights, people. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. I'm not
guys,
gonna.
in the
Yeah, go
title.
on.
Sorry, in the title is links to Tom's channel. He's now streaming, so you can actually go subscribe to his channel, support his stuff now, and Hassam's channel as well. So make sure you do that as well, people. Please
Trust me.
do that. Big
Love,
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 brothers.
Big up Drake. Thank you for the shout out. Big up.
Come on.
Bless out, guys. Love, man.
Yeah, big up, boys.
Big up, man.
Love, brothers.
Love.
Big up Andre says this collabo is too good, man. Best show of the week. Big up Andre as always, brother. Troy, this collab is Generation X of football YouTube. GOAT status.
Let's go.
Like, big up, big up. And the people are loving it, man. The people are loving it. Bait, Cal, alongside. Oh shit. Some of these are gonna be for Cal, and he's gone now. Cal, alongside your nightly routine, can you please recite Sesko's name 10 times every night until the window closes? You are doing God's work.
What, cheating like Bloody Mary? Stand in the mirror of a night, throw a bit of water on it, and say Sesko's name 5 times, and hopefully he doesn't join.
Can Callum reverse jinx other teams? Cal, say you like Bruno from United. I want to try something. 20 times. Big
Let's
up, big up. Pete says we will play 2 10s and wait for a striker next season. It ain't even me and Tom are on that wave. If we get Wirtz,
you're a smart man, Pete. You're a smart man.
I'm all good for it, man.
Drifty, I'm giving you brotherly advice. Agreeing with Tom is not the smartest thing.
Wow, Drift. You know what though? If there's one thing, me and Hassan might take the piss out the others. There's a respect for Drift. Drift's the man who you go to when there's business.
Yeah, he's the one that made this thing happen, 100%. Unlike
the
Callum,
the greatest collab on YouTube is as a result of the man to my left.
Yeah, Drifty
I do my best, guys.
Not a thank you to the man who sat there for 4 years on multiple different streams on channels, going, "I need to get you, man, on Kopish.
I need to get you on Kopish." Like he doesn't have our numbers and does work with us every fucking week.
And then after we bullied him into getting us on, he went, "How about in a month's time?"
Yeah,
3 in a month.
Literally asked us to come on a month later, or with Uncle Albert.
Yeah, can you call in on the call-in show on Friday?
Come on, man.
Big up Terry says, realistically, who cares? He's gone. He's a rat. True, Hassan, to a certain degree. However, City have 115 charges looming, and Pep is gone in 2 years, and it might not even be 2 years. He already looks exhausted, and they begged him to stay. I don't know if he wants to be there, guys.
I can't have the charges thing. I hear.
He's just struggling without Jürgen. He's not without Jürgen.
Yeah, maybe. Big up Q for becoming a member. Big up yourself. I think Q's been a member before, but big up yourself, bro, as always. Terry's back says the club has more pull than any manager we have.
This was a response to the Klopp point, and I do agree with this. I think
yeah.
Plus, I don't think we can sleep on Slot now. He's done what he's done, you know.
Yeah, Slot will be attractive to a lot of players,
and Liverpool champion in the first 5 years of his managerial career.
Especially players of a similar ilk to or of a similar age to Gravenberch, because he was seen as the big guy, one of the most high potential guys who was breaking through. Really showed, and then Arnie started just giving him this new lease of life. I think players of that ilk will also be going, I want to see what he can do with me. How can he help improve me? How can he nurture my game? So I think people downplay our pull.
Guys, I'm just sitting here now and I'm just thinking about it. Of all the up-and-coming managers, I would say like 7 years or less would be what you would consider kind of like an amateur manager, right? That's when you're more like you're a newcomer than you're in that you've been around for a while, legend, whatever.
Well, if Arsenal keep calling Arteta a rookie manager, Slot's a rookie manager because he's both started managing the same season.
Exactly. And so you've got the company, you've got Alonso, you've got Arteta, you've got Slot, you've got Fonseca, you've got, like all these managers that have only been managers for like 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah.
Slot is now so far ahead as the best of them all because he's won the league in Holland and he's won the Premier League. In fact, he's only been a top class manager or top coach for 5 years and he's already won 2 titles in 2 countries. Do you know how exceptional that is?
Yeah. Given the fact he won at Liverpool as well, it makes it.
He's mega.
I'm not, and the Dutch Cup as well. I'm not gonna lie. His pool now of all the new managers is the highest.
I hope we saw his contract out ASAP.
Yeah,
I would still say I'm not even biased. I think Alonso winning at Leverkusen is mad because it's their first ever.
It is.
We have to give respect to. Like shit, like he got something done that's mad.
But where I'd put Slot above,
and it was undefeated. Never forget, undefeated
but
too.
Slot, it was a crazy achievement, but Slot's done it in 2 leagues. I think that's what puts him. Do you get what I mean? He's done it. And people forget.
Unfortunately, during the COVID season, by the way, if Slot was managed to do it with Alkmaar,
he would have done it with 3.
If he did it with Alkmaar, this whole conversation would be a lot easier because you winning the league with Alkmaar is mad.
Correct. The fact that Cove is the only reason that he doesn't have an AZ Alkmaar title is crazy. It's actually crazy. Mm-hmm. I can't believe the Dutch league did that. That was such a liberty, man.
Yeah.
Terry says, Callum, don't say nothing. Your jinx, in fact, kicked me. Neither Wharton, Shirky, or Isak. Terry also says. I'm not gonna lie, that right there would be a perfect summer, innit? Wharton, Shirky, and Isak would be an unbelievable summer.
Just get me Wharton, Rodrigo, and Wirtz, and I'm happy.
Just Tom, mate. Just them two. Do you know how much money you just spent?
We're selling Nunes, though, aren't we?
Well, it might only be for 40 M's, bro.
I'm sure we still got the Coutinho money as well. We'll use the Coutinho money again.
Ash says Cal has no. It'll bring back that. Well, as soon as Dash is back in the Premier League, that will be back. George says having Cal on a transfer show in 2025 is crazy. We're trying our best, guys. We're trying our best.
We have to fill all the seats, man.
Troy says Cal is deeper in the basement than Naby and Ben Davies, the hologram in 2021 when there's transfer talk. That's what you get for being devil's advocate. The role you enjoy way too much, you sicko.
Big up, Troy.
Big up, Troy. Troy also says Hassam, the relationship counselor for Bobby and Whitney.
I don't know who Bobby and Whitney are.
You know Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston, bro.
Yeah, did something happen between them?
Oh, it's a bit long-winded to go into it now, but yeah, there was a lot of toxicity in that relationship. A lot. The worst is if you don't know your girl is watching, you scroll through your Instagram feed and you look at another girl's post for a few too many seconds.
Before we move on to the next one,
One second.
1 second. Okay, what he just said in the super chat. Be for real now. Do you want a woman who doesn't care, or do you want a woman who at least gets a little bit pissed off about it? Be real now.
No, I want my woman to care what I'm up to.
Exactly.
Thank you. I don't want to be threatened, but I do want her to care.
Guys, I just added that threaten for dramatic effect. That's it.
Dramatic effect.
Yeah, just dramatic effect, man. You guys took it way too much to heart.
But no, everybody wants to know that their girl cares. I get.
Yeah, of
point.
course. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Big up Pimp. Saw girls who looked at their clothes we sprayed on. Hold on.
So girls who looked like their clothes were sprayed on. I looked at Cal expecting my dad. He hadn't even looked up. Mrs. Cal was 2 yards away.
Oh, fair.
Okay.
Well done, Callum. Loyal man.
Okay.
Let's go.
Fair play. And Pimp is talking about a real life scenario, so you know Callum's the truth. Big up Pimp as always. Troy, Matt, get back in the car, you man. Cal, Drift, Hassam, and Tom. Stranger danger, and then run off, giggling.
Matt was trying so hard to actually get us talking about football.
I reckon Tom could do Quagmire if you wanted to, like the imitation.
What, the Quagmire accent or the impression? Can you do a Quagmire impression?
No, I cannot do any accents.
Oh, okay.
We established that on our little guest appearance on fucking on the College show.
On the Kop-Ish College show.
Yeah, there is absolutely
I did the problem. Here's the problem. The problem is Scraps. Scraps in the chat is a massive fraud and he ruined an all-timer moment. So I came in, I'm like, hello, and Callum didn't realize. I promise you, if you go watch it right now, Callum did not realize. But stood there like, I'm like, hello, my name's Jacob. He just didn't believe me, right? Now because you see my face, but at the time my camera was off. So he fully
okay.
And then Scraps in the chat was like, that's Hassam, fucking ruining the fun. And then Callum
big up Troy. Says each of you, what is your worst football take ever?
Drifty, your one is easy. Don't even think. Easy one. Backing Nunes, of course. Easy one, Drifty. Come on, allow it. At this point in time, you have to admit that is the worst one. Come on.
I still back him to go into success after Liverpool. So yeah, me backing Nunes is my worst take. Then that's my worst one. Tom, what's your worst?
I got too many.
Hassam, what do you think your worst take is?
I don't really remember having that like a bad take. Like that's horrendous, to be honest with you.
The Mourinho one was bad. The Mourinho one was bad because your whole notion was we'll have Mourinho for a year and then we'll get Alonso the year after with no guarantee we get Alonso, and Mourinho would have just burned any bridges in the squad. Mo Salah fucking despises
I'm not gonna lie, Mourinho in 2020 plus is crazy, Hassam. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe me wanting in Kunku, I guess. The way he turned out.
But
then even then it's because he went to Chelsea. Yeah, probably Hwang Hee-chan is my worst one.
Matt's hairline, this is wild. Look at the DP.
Wow, look at the DP.
Wow.
I got
Oh, Cal, you ruined my hairline. I said an inch off the top. Omar, love the brotherly roasting without any ill feeling. Love this amazing collaboration. You guys make Liverpool content more entertaining, more elite. Omar, big up yourself, man. Really appreciate that, brother.
And I'll be honest with you guys, listen, none of us over here are sensitive. None of us get upset or nothing. Like, as soon as we end the stream, we're still laughing and shit. So, like, that stuff for me is the stuff that makes this collaboration
100%.
different.
100%. We all know each other's clowning. We all know it's jokes. Nothing will ever get serious. You know what I mean? That's what we love.
Facts.
Big up Saeed, 57 months, our brother, man. Big up yourself as always, Sadiq, brother. If Cal was in Star Wars, he'd be a juju master. Oh man, really entertaining collab to all of you. You will never walk alone. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Big up, Mrs. Adhikari. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Big up, big up. And the final one from Baked for the Munich Fund. Big up.
You know, Drifty, if you could do that, you don't imagine the amount of content you could make off of that right there. Just think of all the Kop-Ish videos.
What, should we do a Carl Pilkington and we send Cal all around the world?
We agree on a transfer target, and then we basically just activate the Winter Soldier and send them off to the country that we need to go to.
The money that you would make from YouTube ad revenue would pay for the flight and everything, literally in like the videos, because you're gonna put out shorts, you're gonna put out videos of him asking Bayern Munich fans like, where should Wirtz go, bro? You would pay for that flight just off of ad revenue.
Hey, I'm not even gonna lie. Before we finish, I'm actually gonna put a poll in the chat. Who thinks the GoFundMe would work to send Cal around the world?
Not around the world. For now, let's get him to Munich so we could get Wirtz. If we just get him to one city first to try it, you have to try the curse. If it works,
that's true. That's true. All right, let me put before we finish up. Let me put this in the chat.
Oh, I think this. Listen, the Kopish community, the Don Hussam community, we're very toxic people. We are gonna run the GoFundMe, you best believe. They would pay for that flight in an instant. I know some of these people in the chat, they're extremely toxic, so they would be happily paying for it. Toxicity galore.
Honestly.
There is a poll in the chat right now, guys, that I'm going to run for 2 minutes. I'm just curious. I'm so curious right now. Let me know, guys. Let me know. Is that all the supers? Yep, it is all the supers. They are done. So, yep, we're going to wrap up, guys. As I was saying, the poll is in the chat now. I'm so curious as to how many people would help fund this. We are going to do a Cal Pilkington, and we're going to send him around the world, wherever we need him to go, we're gonna send him. But now, boys, it's a pleasure as always, man. I look forward to Fridays now even more because this is too much joke. Any of you guys got anything?
I don't know if it barely counts as a football show now. Does it count as a football show?
I don't even know if it does anymore, to be honest. I really don't. Have you guys got anything to plug for later today or coming up over the weekend?
I've just got the Chelsea United watch along. Tomorrow we're all gonna be Eagles, and then at night, this piece of shit is back on my channel again. So,
if you're gonna call me that, I might not be. Fuck you now.
You will be. Allow it. You'll be with your glass of water. You will be there.
No, it's the weekend, mate. I'm on it.
I thought you're cleaning your liver for at least a week. Fucking
no.
Fairs.
I can't bring water anyway because anytime I go on a stream with the water and I drink it, someone can't fucking contain themselves. It's apparently the fucking funniest thing going.
That's the funny part. Every time you drink water, I start laughing because I've never seen you drink water before. That's the funny.
The most human thing to drink.
Coming up, can you plug yourself?
I'll have a stream either tomorrow or Sunday. Probably talking. Trying to properly figure out this Wirtz thing. Hopefully, it's not been shut down by then. Hopefully, we've got a Here We Go on Frimpong as well. And, talking transfers and stuff and a little look at the Brighton game as well. Not that anyone actually gives a shit.
Just a quick, I know it's got nothing to do with us, guys, but quick prediction while we let people vote. Guys, you got 1 more minute left to drop your vote in the chat. What's you guys' prediction for the FA Cup final tomorrow?
Palace 2-1. Newcastle won the first cup. Palace is gonna do the same. Palace 2-1.
And then
But
Tottenham
gonna score.
and then Tottenham on Wednesday.
Yeah, we're all come on you Spurs.
No, Man United's gonna win that. Man United's gonna win that.
I think Spurs will win that. I've been saying that from when they drew Alkmaar. Before I knew any of this, I said Spurs will win it. When the Spurs go marching in.
I'll go
Oh, when
Palace.
the Spurs go marching in. Let's go.
Palace
Well,
1.
so you're both going Palace, yeah?
Yeah. Who wants to see City win again?
I'm going
Or-
Palace and Spurs.
Well, I hope you lot are right, because it would be nice for Crystal Palace to be able to and if all these London clubs win trophies apart from Arsenal, the banter continues.
Hey,
The
South
banter.
London, East London, West London, North London, everyone's
There'll be
winning.
parades everywhere, and Arsenal won't be a part of any of it. It will be crazy. It'll actually
it will
be crazy.
To be fair, even if Man United win it, it's still bad for Arsenal. Even if it's not a London club, it's still bad for Arsenal because they would be like, "Shit, Man United, Amarim won something. It's bad."
No, it's true. It's actually true. I'm gonna stop the poll now. Only 117 votes, guys. Come on, man. There is 1,500 of you, and we've only had 100 votes. But at the moment, it's at 78%. So people would fund the Cal Pulkitten trip to Munich. They would. So we might have to get this on and popping. We might have to. But guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Tom, Hassan, love brothers. People, big up your damn selves every time. Make sure you subscribe to everybody's channel. Make sure you like, you comment. Big up yourselves as always. We will be back with over the weekend for a preview for the game as well. Obviously, we've got the game against Brighton on Monday. So at some point over the weekend, we will be back with a preview for that. And I'm going to leave you guys now with the summer banger.
Let's go.
Let's get it to number 1, people. Let's go. Let's go. Big up yourselves. We're out. Peace.
It's the curse of Cal, boxers on, juice in hand. Every time he talks, a ball and lands in A&E fan. Kopish settings, but this one's cursed still. R.I.P. to transfer dream. Man like Colin with a godly trim. Hairline sharp, but the beard still slim. Every time he streams at the break of dawn, player gets dashed, dreams get torn. Mention Dembele, man pulled a hammy. All he did was say the name, man, that's uncanny. Craver to the Reds, now that dream got spun. Half hour later, PSG said done. Uber renewal, same old twist. Video drops, man, signs, you get the gist. FSG for life, Kai still curved. 2 vid and the deal got swerved. Callum, please, don't say no names. Don't do streams, don't play these games. Every time you talk, a baller drops. New deal injury, the madness don't stop. Just sip your juice, relax in peace. Leave transfers to Matt and Drifty, please. We trying to build, not bury hope. But you speak and it's back to the rope. Cherky gone, just a whisper and twist. Next day he's on crutches, can't resist. Cinnabon shut down off one little trip. Now the whole high street's feeling a hit. Boxers on with a Diddy stream. Apple juice king, that's his dream. Kids on chores, Robbie with a mop. Stevie doing dishes, non-stop bop. Madness brews when he opens his lips. Said Ronaldinho ain't elite, that's a miss. Said Trent to mid, what a tactical shout. Now he's off to Madrid, Cruz phased out. Callum, please, don't say no names. Don't do streams, don't play these games. Every time you talk, a baller drops. New deal injury, the madness don't stop. Just sip your juice, relax in peace. Leave transfers to Matt and Drifty, please. We trying to build, not bury hope. But you speak and it's back to the rope. This ain't slander, this is love in disguise. But Callum's words move fate, no lies. So from now on, let the silence reign. Or we'll lose more stars to the Callum chain.